Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's showing of everyone's favorite game, Orpheus. This is our second episode, after our preliminary episode. Let me go ahead and start the music back up in the background, because we can't do this and not have some great background music. As long as it starts to play. Oh, it might help if I actually turned up the volume. There we go. Alright. So, welcome everybody to Orpheus, Ghost Stories for Ghosts. We are second episode into our first season. I am your storyteller. My name is Evan Blade of Revan, and I am running our lovely game. Joining me are my friends who have decided to try to match their wits against mine. Let's start up there on the top, with everyone's favorite bearded man, Crow.
Hi, I'm Grinning Crow. I play Gee. Apparently, I no longer have a last name.
No.
Awesome.
If you notice in the intro, nobody has a last name, because they were too much to add in.
I just like Vincent Cassell as Guy.
But yes, so, tell us where other people can find you, Crow, if they want to look at stuff that you've done.
You can sometimes find me on Twitch at grinning.crow, and you can also find me at Twitter at grinning.crow.
Awesome.
Usually just retweet whatever's going on this channel. And you can also find me in this channel moderating.
Nice. Alright, so who's next? Up there in the corner, Skittish. Skittish, I cannot hear you.
Hi! Technology has won this round,
Yes.
but only this round. I'm Skittish Cat. I play Mary Kathleen O'Brien. I'm currently working on a Twitter account because technology and me do not get along. I am on Twitch. However, I do not stream. I am a lovely graphic design artist.
Yes. She has in fact designed the lovely tarnished metal that you see around us as part of our overlay. Let's continue the circle down there. Dahlia.
Hi everybody, I'm Black Dahlia 42. I'm playing Cassidy. I'm also a variety streamer here on Twitch, doing a lot of horror and Dead by Daylight, and you can find me on Twitter at Black Dahlia 42.
All right. Following up right behind that, Iredell.
Hello, I'm Iredell Bastion, and I'm playing Morgan.
Nice. And next on the list, last but not least, Warfox.
You say that every time, but I'm starting to feel it. I am Warfox. I am playing Lee Blaylock. You can find me on either Sergeant Charon's Twitch channel playing in his games, or here on Evan's channel playing in his games.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, who would like to assist me tonight and give us a recap of what happened last session?
Ooh, me!
Alright, I got two.
No, I was pointing up at Crow. Him.
Okay. I thought you were raising your hand. I was going to make you roll for it. But Crow, if you want to, feel free.
Last we left our intrepid band of adventurers, they had all come through various means to the Orpheus organization, where, for various reasons, they have been foisted into a crucible together, learning that they are capable of projecting themselves into the land of the dead, be they alive or dead.
The dead are projecting themselves into the land of the dead.
Yes, that's what I said.
Alright. Just to let you guys know, despite his lovely radio voice there, Herbert Daring Dashwood does not show up in tonight's session. Much to our chagrin, unfortunately. So, all of you have come to the Orpheus organization in your own ways and have been united as a crucible. you spent 2 weeks training, learning your powers, learning how Orpheus works, learning how each other works. You now all have the ability to share vitality between you. So if somebody needs to get more vitality in them, you can just share them back and forth, just to let you know. And that's going to be a very big mechanic later on. So, you've also learned how to benefit each other's horrors. The benefits are going to be under your horrors in the core rulebook. Just make sure that you guys are aware of what they can do. That's a big one. Because, again, cooperation is key. So, let's go around here. What is everyone doing, like, in their spare time at Orpheus? Because you're not training constantly. You're there. What are you doing?
Stuffing my face.
Okay.
And probably trying to score drugs.
Scoring drugs is going to be kind of hard at Orpheus. They're not really a pharmaceutical company.
Somebody else has got to have a habit, man.
Roll me a charisma streetwise.
One moment. What's the difficulty?
6. We'll put base difficulty on that.
Sorry, I lost the script, so give me 1 second to pull it back up.
Slash roll. Open brackets, your die pool. D, the number 10. Exclamation point. Close brackets. Greater than the difficulty, which is 6. F1. I know it sounds like perfect.
Was that roll or rolling?
Slash roll. Or slash R if you want to be special.
I got 1 success.
Woohoo! No, you got -1 success. You bot.
Oh no.
At one point, you get called in to the upper offices. Yes, you get called into one of the upper offices, and are brought into a nice meeting room. And when I say nice, I mean it's actually pretty nice.
They come in brown bag in hand.
You see Kate, as well as another man. This one in a nice suit, red tie, and he's got a file open on the table in front of him.
Do I recognize him?
No, you do not.
Okay, I haven't seen him around, but I recognize Kate.
Yes.
Hey, Kate, what's up?
She gestures for the chair across from the man in the nice suit.
I sit down, put the bottle on the table.
Mr. Bernard, my name is Harold. I am head of HR here in Orpheus Group.
Yeah.
It has come to our attention that you have been asking around about certain things, certain substances.
Yeah.
While we do employ many people with eccentricities and we have a tendency to overlook them, there are certain things Orpheus Group LLC does not abide by.
Uh-huh.
Now, we are having a meeting now just to warn you. If we hear of this again, your contract with Orpheus will be null and void.
Uh-huh.
If you would
Okay.
if you would like we may revisit your contract now, or we could just file this away as a polite reminder.
Yes. I believe we could chalk this up to a cultural misunderstanding.
I thought you. Kate tells me great things about you, as well as Mr. Mason. So we are willing to look beyond this once. Please, though, do keep in mind, we are only blind so much.
Yes, of course.
Now, if you please go rejoin your crucible, then we will, we'll just pretend this incident never happened.
Of course. So, okay by me. Pick up the brown paper bag and bottle and leave.
Fair enough. The door shuts behind you. You get this distinct cold feeling around you. Like you just walked away from something that was sapping the heat out of the air. So that's what Guy was doing. Mary Kathleen, what have you been doing for the 2 weeks other than training?
So I am in the mecca of my degree.
Yes.
So I am, on the computer trying really hard to find anything that is not classified to learn more, because ghosts are real and ghosts can get money. Suck that, Mom.
Okay. Ghosts are real and ghosts can make money. Alright. So is there any specific subject you are looking into, or are you just looking into everything?
Actually, I'm looking into information with the haunting that takes place on my college campus, because I remember looking over those files, and I have the Merit's keen recognition and eidetic memory. So I am looking for more information upon that.
Well, one of the first things that pops into your head, one of the first things you remember, actually. 1 second, because I gotta scroll through the book now. And apparently my phone has decided that it needs to start cutting off. Asshole.
I don't lose XP for making the GM work, do I?
No. I will never take XP away from you. I may take dots off your sheet, but I'll never take XP away from you. One of the things that you remember is Shadow Class Red, which, that's one of the first things you remember as you're going through your eidetic memory. As you are working through all of this, when you look that up, Shadow Class means you discover Shadow Class Red means a hostile spook called a specter. As you start researching specters, actually roll me an intelligence computer test, because or are you just using your computer, or are you using other resources as well?
Any resources that I have access to. So if there's paper files I am allowed to go through, I will go through those. If there's the computer files, anything and everything I can grab, I am grabbing.
Then roll me intelligence investigation. Difficulty on this is 6.
one sec. For some reason, Wolfport is not liking me trying to roll.
How are you typing it in?
/ roll and all the formula. I just copied it and pasted.
Okay. Is it
You
just
need to
not...
fill in the X and the Y.
There it goes. 2 successes. Okay. Stop machine. Okay, so when you find the Shadow Class Red and leads you to Specters, Specters are something that Orpheus seems to have a lot of files on. Not a lot of them are available for you to peruse, though. You do notice there's a lot of stuff that's been blacked out, a lot of stuff that's password protected. What you get the gist of when you run into Specters is they are evil ghosts. Not evil in the sense of it's an evil person. Evil in the sense of actual monsters. Actual creatures of darkness. Things that you do not want to tangle with. There are several comments about how they seem to be highly evolved or seem to be able to work together really well. But Orpheus isn't sure how or why. There's a lot of speculation. Some people say that they seem to have some type of telepathic bond with each other, but they're not completely sure. You do also get the gist that there are lots of different kinds of Specters. But, like I said, a lot of it is locked. Okay. So, we've got that. Give me 1 second here, I'm working on something to add. Cassidy! What are you doing with your time between sessions? Between training sessions, I should say.
I keep taking over the computers that Kate showed me on the first day in order to write more of my fan fiction.
Nice. Are you doing anything specific with the fan fiction?
I've started to build I've started to build up an entire novel almost with an original character who is now a male ghost to play with the boys.
So you have created the dreaded OC. Oh shit.
Yes, I have. And I have utilized what I've
There it is.
And I've utilized what I've learned in our training sessions to create my character, including giving my character some of the wisp abilities of alluring in the boys.
So basically you've made a self-insert OC.
But it's a boy. But it's a boy ghost. So it's not
Right.
myself.
Right.
And I will defend that part of it to the day
Oh god,
I'm
she's avataring
even more
hard.
undead.
Yeah, she's doing recursive stuff now. Is there anything else you are doing, or is that all you are doing?
Mostly that.
Okay.
And
Oh, wisp and body puppetry. You're horrible.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I think wisps can't pick up puppetry.
Yeah, I think that's right.
yeah,
Because they just don't know how to manipulate people that way.
it's okay. We can manipulate it in a lot of other ways.
That's fair.
Go for the mind, not the body.
Lewd.
How lewd.
Morgan, what have you been doing with your downtime?
I've probably been broken down into watching Supernatural, and maybe kept up with the old hobby of stalking people.
Okay. Are you using Orpheus resources to do such?
Sometimes.
Okay. I want you to roll me an investigation as well. An intelligence investigation. I'm giving you guys plot dumps. Large, steamy plot dumps.
Grody.
Give me 1 minute. What is my difficulty?
6. You don't find much. It seems a lot of the pigment users, a lot of the pigment dealers seem to be covering their tracks a lot, even though a lot of the number of pigment users seems to be going up. There is one name that keeps floating across your files, though. That name is Uriah Bishop. No, not Guy Bernardo.
Alright.
Lee, what are you doing with your downtime?
I'd probably be watching Supernatural over her shoulder to see what all this is about until I see the car. Then I'm gonna like, wait, what? And I'm gonna quietly exit the room.
Okay.
I am that.
Awkwardly, ashamedly.
Like, shit. Realizing the grief that will be ensued later.
The
Then yes, the grief.
The Geef!
Yes, it's grief, but with Guy. Going from that, I'm gonna try to use the computers and the Orpheus resources to see if there's any way I can try to retrace the last month or so of my actual life.
Okay. I'm not gonna actually make you roll for this because it's public record that you do have a death certificate. If you want to do more than just find out where you died and how, or if you want to do more than just find out how you died, you are gonna have to make an investigation roll. You're gonna have to remind me. You were shot, correct?
Russian roulette, yes.
Yeah, it was a game of Russian roulette. When you go through and you find the files on like the city records on your death, you do see was killed as a result of gunshot wound to head.
Okay, what city?
This city.
The city of undisclosed.
The city of where we are.
Yeah, I will try to find more information and figure a way, basically try to retrace, because I realize that I'm now missing a month of my life instead of just a few days.
Fair enough. You can make an intelligence investigation.
Difficulty?
7. We'll call it 7 because you're dealing with some low-life thugs. People who know how to cover their tracks. They're not good at it, but they know how.
Well, considering who it is, they'd probably be very good at it.
Hey, not bad.
Sweet.
2 successes. You do find out that your body was recovered, specifically at a place outside of town, nearby the kickstand.
So it was recovered where? Like in an alley, in a ditch?
In a ditch. You were thrown in a ditch and then covered with leaves. So, as all of you are doing your various research, you're doing your various things, you're trying to score drugs, at one point, all of you are in the rec room at once. The rec room is basically a recreation room that Orpheus keeps for its agents and other employees, but mostly its agents. The agents are in this room. This is where you're working on your computers. It's got a very large setup for video games as well as TV. It has a couple pool tables, foosball table. It's a very nice place. It is a place that people would enjoy coming and just hanging out in. There are several other projectors and agents milling around. You see ghosts who are just kind of hanging out with everyone else. You see at one point 2 embodied individuals sitting on either side of a chess table, and then 2 ghosts standing off their shoulders. The ghosts are reaching down and pointing at a piece and saying, "Move that one there." And so then the person embodied picks up and moves the piece for them, stuff like that. It's a very calming atmosphere, very friendly atmosphere. When all of you are in there, it's round about midnight. You hear everyone, it's like 11:50. You see someone actually look up at the clock that's on the wall and say, "Oh crap, it's almost time." When they say that, everyone stops. And they go over to the stereo system and turn it on. And
Pardon.
Yeah,
Time
what's up?
for what?
Oh, Radio Free Death.
Radio free what?
Radio Free Death. Are you?
Excuse me, I am new here.
Oh, okay. You're new here. All right. So we've got this thing here. Nobody knows who this dude is. Nobody knows where he's broadcasting from. But every night at midnight, somebody comes over the radio, and it's all staticky and everything. But he talks to ghosts. And you see they've turned on the radio and they've tuned it to a station, to a place in between stations. So all you hear coming out is soft static. He seems to be aware of ghosts, and he seems to be trying to help people. It's kind of weird.
Interesting.
You see everybody's kind of sitting down. They're getting close to listen to it. Sorry.
Did Orpheus give me a cell phone?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't think they would trust you with anything.
I mean, if they did before, they definitely wouldn't now.
I mean, they're giving me a place to stay.
Yeah, but they would have taken your cell phone. No drugs for you.
No drugs for you.
They don't want you to call up that drug diner dash you might have going on.
So there is a kind of a pop and a hiss from the static, and then you hear, "Good evening, all you spooks out there. This is Radio Free Death."
Darth Vader's a host.
Keep clear. Storm's coming. Big bad storm. All you keep your heads down. Been hearing something bad out of St. Marie's. They're just little kids. Remember, we're all in this together. This is Radio Free Death signing out. And then it fades away into more static.
No.
I kind of perk up from my computer. Is that what everyone got all excited for? That was barely... What just happened?
Pardon. Storm?
I'm gonna tap one of the other ghosts, or one of the other ghosts' attention. When he says storms, do ghosts use umbrellas, or what the heck's he going on about?
What do you mean?
He said a storm's coming.
Oh, I don't really know exactly what it means. He kind of has a tendency to just talk in riddles. Nobody knows really what he's talking about. But sometimes he gives some good info.
Okay.
You, the terrible writer. You. Pointing at Dahlia's character.
Terrible. Hang on a minute. No.
Do you know? Do storms affect you? Like the rain coming down, the wind.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've bothered to find out if I get wet. You're not the one to figure it out.
No.
So, in proper nerd, I'm gonna go to one of the computers and see if I can pull up anything on St. Marie's.
Okay.
I'm
you
I'm
pull
gonna
up
try to.
several hundred entries.
Any of them near us?
Oh yeah.
I'm literally just gonna go into Google Maps and type in St. Marie's. See what the Mary's. See what the closest one is.
Oh, I'm going through the Orpheus stuff to see if there's anything in the Orpheus files.
Not as far as you can tell. You don't have to roll it. Like there's very little on this.
I try to act disinterested, but I'm kind of like leaning away from my fanfiction to peek at their computer screens.
Yeah, I'm just standing over Lee's shoulder, looking.
Well, the better question is when I try to go turn on basically type on the computer. Because I haven't manifested at all. Can I actually type on the computer?
No, you cannot type on the computer. However,
I'm getting very frustrated trying to type on the computer.
That you notice there are multiple people who, when you walk up to the computer trying to try to type, they're like, "Hey, do you want me to do this for you?"
Yes, please.
Okay.
I look over at Jesse's face. I still
got
don't figure how the hell you do that.
I got this. Lee, what do you want to look for?
Google Maps, search of St. Marie's. I think it's time I take a ride somewhere.
Bon. So I kind of start pecking at the keyboard. Yeah, I have 0 computers. But Google Maps, St. Marie, children.
Okay. When you map it out, you find a place called St. Marie's Home for Orphan Children.
Okay. Does it say something like open, closed, permanently closed?
It says it's open. It is open. It is running. It is a what am I trying to say? But it is kind of from the pictures. You see, it's pretty run down.
So it's like an orphanarium?
Yeah.
So it's like a old school orphanage, so like an orphan asylum, or is it more modern?
It looks like they were trying to be modern, and it didn't take. But the building itself looks pretty damn old. But it's one of those it's literally one of those things where it's this building was. They tried to update it, but this building's been here for a while. You can actually see it's got history. It was once a poor farm. It was once a sanitarium. It's been used again and again and again for multiple different sad places.
Central.
Yeah.
You are from here. Do you know this place? It kind of gestures to everyone because I think all of them are from.
Yes,
from the town, right?
Almost everyone is from the city,
except for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do I know this place?
I think I might have run into a few girls who are from this place, but it'd be passing.
Would I know anything?
Mary Kathleen, you know that this place is famous for ghost hunters? They love to go to this place, but they are never allowed to go to this place. Everybody who's tried to investigate there has been turned away. There have been a lot of trespassing cases involving this place. As ghost hunters, paranormal investigators want to go it's rather famous for spooky, scary skeletons, for lack of a better term.
Oh, this is I remember watching an episode of Ghost Hunters where they tried to break into this place because they couldn't go into the place, but because no one's really allowed in the place. Supposedly it's super, super hella haunted, but no one's actually allowed in there. But they got caught.
So it'd be somewhere I would have heard for the adrenaline junkie group as kind of a dare.
Oh yeah, this is a place people dared to go.
Would I've ever attempted it?
Guy, are you okay?
Probably
You
not.
broken.
It's one
Did
of those
I
things
take
that
something,
kids do
or
it.
are you highly caffeinated? Are you on speed?
No, I just chucked like 5 Red
Can
Bulls.
you-
I have a term paper due soon.
Oh. What is this Red Bull?
Stuff that'll keep you from skimming.
It's
I
not
think-
drugs.
Out of all of the
I mean-
selections, though, you probably prefer Rockstar Monster.
I'm sorry, did you just say Red Bull's not drugs? Because I think we could really argue against that point.
We used to
Sponsor
call
me,
it
Coke.
water.
Sponsor me, Coke. Okay, moving on.
We used to call it water in my old place.
So what's to stop us from going there as ghosts?
I
Maybe
think
probably-
other ghosts?
problem with that? I mean, we're still kind of
We can,
on probation, I think, right?
But I mean,
unless it's a
We
double
often
secret probation. I haven't
listen
heard
to-
anything about probation.
But we
Well,
also
did you-
don't know what type there's of ghosts that's there. There are ghosts that are not good ghosts.
I don't know. All the
I'm
ones
not
I've met so
convinced
far
that
have been
you're
pretty
good
friendly.
ghosts.
I don't know. I've met Guy, so
Well, he's not a ghost, and he's French, so I'll let him get a pass. Ghosts can be weird, apparently, but so far they all seem fairly nice.
No,
I
there's
am
like
also not a ghost,
certain-
you bart.
there's certain types of ghosts. I mean, if you want to go, you can go. That's you.
So-
Everyone gets freedom, but there's not good ghosts.
He, you just smell like you died?
Just to be certain,
Pay
you
for that
have
plate.
showered since you got here, correctly?
No.
So yeah, you
Let's-
just stink.
No. He's basically like continued to live as though he was living on the streets. He drops trash kind of wherever. He hoards things in places. He has not taken a bath.
let's be honest, the non-ghosts are just ghosts in training. My point still stands. You're not going to get any better once you die.
I now permanently carry a small can of Febreze and spray him when he's not looking.
Hey, Frenchie, you're taking a bath before you ever get in my damn car.
What car?
Out in the parking lot. I have my car here.
You have a car and we haven't gone anywhere?
We've been busy.
How?
I've got 16
Oh.
chapters written. We haven't been that busy.
I've had shit to do, woman.
6.
You write like Stephen
chapters.
King. Crap.
I'm sorry. Did you just call
Prolific.
Stephen King crap?
Is our training people boss person in the room?
No.
As an aside, Stephen King, I absolutely love your work, but
Just in case he's listening. I'm gonna
us,
tap
so-
one of.
Sponsor us, Stephen King.
I'm gonna try to get attention of one of looks like the more experienced people there. It's like,
You
I mean,
do
are we
see,
allowed to go?
You do see Mitchner here. He is currently out of body.
hey Mitchie, are we allowed in our free time to go check things out on our own, or are we gonna get chewed out if we do that shit?
He completely ignores you.
Hey, ass pipe!
He literally, when you say that, leans back and puts his feet up.
Well, this is
Okay,
just like an 80s detention.
Mitchner.
Oh, were you guys talking to
Mr.
me?
Mitchner. Yes. Can you
Well,
answer the question, please?
How can I help you?
We're
As-
really involved in a
We're
foosball
still
table.
new to this whole protocol thing. In our free time, are we allowed to come and go check things out on our own, or do we have to wait until you guys tell us we're supposed to go somewhere?
No, you guys can. You guys are not owned by Orpheus. You can go wherever you want to. Right now, however, it is strongly recommended you don't really leave.
So you can go anywhere, just,
Not
probably
there.
don't go anywhere.
Don't right now. You're still learning.
We're still like level 0 through the tutorial level, and they don't want us to go off and die.
I was gonna say
Kinda
you
late
haven't
there.
removed you haven't removed your training wheels yet, but
Yeah, the not die thing, that's a little late for some of us.
yeah, you can die a second time, Lee.
How much worse could it possibly get?
I don't even remember the first time, so I'm not too worried
Well-
about it.
Well, the colloquial term for it is called the nothing. Oblivion.
That sounds boring.
You don't exist anymore. No heaven, no hell, no Valhalla, nothing. You get torn apart and that's it.
There's
Hmm.
hang on a minute. There's heaven or hell already, and we're still stuck here in this city.
It's for your sins of writing.
I just figured,
Hey,
I
my
got
writing
kicked out
helps
of
people
one and
find
banned from
religion.
the others,
Thank you.
so
So you guys have, out of character, you guys have gone through training or theoretical training, you haven't done it yet, on how to remove tethers. Theoretically, you could remove all of a ghost's tethers and send them on to a quote final reward, but nobody knows what that final reward is.
okay.
It's just one of those like Dead Like Me moments. It's different for everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how it's explained.
Well, thank you, Mitchner. So, do we want to
Welcome.
get out of here? Do we want to get out of here? Go look at this thing? Go back to writing?
Well, I'm at a writer's block moment now. There's no way I can possibly focus on Dean's throbbing penis at this point. Now I'm too distracted.
Isn't it usually the other way around?
Gee just stops and stares at you. Just that's not even horror. It's just sadness.
It's only sad if it doesn't stop.
Oh my god. Hang on.
I don't believe in going anywhere without information.
I mean, it's really easy. You get information by driving by and seeing what's going on.
Hey, look, we Googled an address. Information. The more you know.
And
Oh.
knowing is half the ghost battle.
You hear
mean,
half
information,
the room
you
go,
better-
G.I. Joe!
My people!
No. Okay, let's go see this thing. I need to get away from the rest of these people. And apparently,
Like I
means
said-
I have to go with
You
you
got-
people.
Like I said, Frenchman, you're bath or ghost. Those are your options for getting in the car.
How long can a skimmer stay out of their body?
For every hour you spend out of your body, you have to spend one vitality.
And how
That
much
is-
vitality does it take to physically manifest the car?
You can't.
Damn.
Only ghosts can ride in your car.
Okay. Okay.
So
I
if-
have my
if he
car in the
was-
parking lot.
If he was projected out of his body, he could ride in it, but his body could not.
That's fine. It's like, oh, I got a ghost. I can take the ghosts if one of y'all want to drive something else.
Oh no,
Oh,
the
wait.
smelly flesh has to stay behind. That's such a shame.
There's a motor pool here, right?
There is. You are not currently authorized to use it.
Really?
You're not full agents yet.
How far away is the trip?
It's about depending on traffic, because it's a pretty busy city. You're probably looking at about an hour drive.
Ghost traffic?
Ghost traffic, in theory, he could just drive through it, or around it. So that might shorten it down to 45 minutes.
Especially when you don't have to worry about, speed limits because the cops can't pull you over.
All right. We still
Are
have
there
like a
ghost
common room,
cops?
right? Like
You're still
Crucible
in the
itself,
common room,
barracks?
right? You're still in the common room right now.
No. The Crucible itself has a barracks.
Oh, a dorm, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go tuck myself into the dorm and
For the
protect
record,
my body.
you don't have to do that. They actually do have a skimmer lounge.
Yeah, I still prefer putting myself in a place that I chose.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same thing. Pretend I'm going to sleep and then, poof.
Okay.
Okay, someone write down the address or remember it. I'll go get the car, and I will float out to the car.
Okay.
Skittish, are you projecting or are you gonna drive?
I guess I'm projecting because, well, we can't break in physically.
And I
I
think
mean,
I'm the
we
only one
could.
with a car.
So I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna project too.
Okay.
The Crucible has decided that they're all going to sleep in the same room together, not with the rest of everybody else.
Right. Okay.
The Crucible that sleeps together stays together? I don't know.
Actually, that's very true.
I'm okay with this plan.
Even with the smelly Frenchman?
Well, no.
Only
Ghost-
if Sully Frenchman is having Ghost.
Ghost Gay is
Yeah.
Hot soldier man. It's just Flesh Gay is horrible wretch.
Why do I
Flesh
have this
grease.
feeling like right above Guy's bunk, if these are bunk beds, we have hung like air freshener car trees around the perimeter of his bed.
Like our dorm room is just full of like those auto air fresheners, just
Yeah.
located at central locations throughout the room, all aimed to spray directly on Guy's bunk.
See, I know you said Gee's bunk. I heard Gee's funk.
Same.
So
Both
he
are
doesn't
valid.
need to take a shower. We're giving him a Kesha shower every day.
Ugh.
Oh, I feel dirty. Just oh.
Oh. All right. So, hang on one second. I'm looking up some info. So, you are all going down to the car, correct?
I'm gonna pull around to the door so when they exit the building, I'm waiting for them.
You guys see? Describe the car, Lee.
It's a 1976 Impala, beautifully restored, immaculate condition, in Montreal blue, which is, if it's at night, it currently looks essentially black.
Is it nighttime right now?
Yes, it is just after midnight.
Just after midnight, yeah.
So I'm walking down towards the car, humming Into the Woods to myself as we all make our way towards certain danger. And I see the car and I'm like, you see my eyes grow wide and I just run down the stairs. Oh my god!
Crap.
Someone's fangirling.
So, you're a big fan of this series too, huh?
I throw my arms on the hood and rest my cheek on the car.
Roll down the window,
Enjoying
lean out.
what he has to say about it. I'm just
Watch
snuggling
the
against
paint,
the car.
please.
You're so pretty.
Shotgun.
You're so pretty. No! I get
Too
shot
late.
down.
Shut your pie hole.
Well, I know where I sit. Y'all figure it out, damn it.
Alright, sit down to the shotgun.
Can we just tie Guy up on the roof? Or do ghosts smell too? Or
No, he does
No,
not
no, I'll
smell
put him in the
as
trunk.
a ghost.
And
As a
just-
ghost, he
does
looks
not look
very
like-
clean cut and military.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's been in a few trunks before.
Excuse me, but as I believe Impalas require some attractive furniture up in the front seat, so I vote Guy goes in the back, and I get shotgun.
Get fucked.
You wish.
No.
Not in the car.
Guys, we only have so much time before, like, we have to get back in our bodies.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you guys have that issue. All right.
Unless you want to network.
Fine.
For the
And
record,
mumble
networking is the term for sharing vitality between you.
Not sharing nothing with a dirty fucking seat stealer, son of a bitch. Fuck. As I climb in the back seat.
I called it. That's the rules. You call shotgun, you get shotgun.
I was distracted, actually appreciating the vehicle.
I just get in the
can
car.
understand
I
I'm
appreciate
assuming
drooling
you
on
guys
it.
are having this conversation as you're
Yeah.
driving.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Cassidy, if it makes you feel better, I'll take you out for drinks later, and you can ride in the front of the car.
Do I get to pick music?
Sure.
Carry on my wayward son.
Stop. Veto. No.
Where's that poor cat?
I ate her.
That explains what's going on.
The drive is actually pretty short. With the way that Lee drives, knowing the way that Warfox already drives,
Yeah, basically an adrenaline junkie who doesn't care about traffic, doesn't care about speeding, and sometimes doesn't care about the road.
so
Mary's in the back praying.
Tried that, doesn't work.
you'd be surprised. It takes you actually about half an hour to get there. You come up to the edge of the property, and it is.
I knew I could cut Google in half.
You come up to the edge of the property, and what you have is you have a red brick wall with wrought iron fence on top of it. The red brick comes up about 4 feet, and then it goes up another 3 feet for the actual wrought iron, which ends in spikes. It's time
Welcoming.
for a. This is true. And we're gonna change musics because we need something a little better. Not creepy enough.
So, in our basic training, do they cover ghosts and iron? Is there anything funky about ghosts and iron?
No, there is nothing funky about that.
Okay.
I can tell you this: as you guys are pulling up, you do get a foreboding sense looking at the property. Okay, question. Who all has Hear the Buzz?
Nope.
There we go. Guy, I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah.
Morgan, do you do? Do you have Hear the Buzz?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I don't know if Cassidy does or not. I don't have her merits or flaws. But as you guys are pulling up, Key, you hear this soft. You can't make out what it's saying, but it's this murmur, whisper in the background, and it's clawing at you. Like, it's at the very back of your head, just kind of itching.
Do any of you hear that?
You talking?
No.
Did you take something before we left?
No. HR had a word with me about that. No, there's whispers like
a
nails on a
radio?
rusty pipe.
Oh, okay. I turn off the radio. Nope, I don't hear shit.
No, not like that. Hey Cassidy, do you have hearing the buzz?
That's a merit. I don't remember if you took it or not.
I did not. No.
Okay, so yeah, the only person I'm staring at.
Fuck.
Is there any chance I could roll an occult and maybe intelligence to try? Maybe I've researched something like this?
No, in this case, you cannot.
That is very uncomfortable. And it is coming from over there.
It is, in fact, coming from the building.
Yeah,
Which-
that's what he's pointing at. It's that way.
Speaking of which, I'm going to change to this because I was a little unprepared and didn't have the correct, did not have the correct image prepared for you guys. But
That's okay.
You didn't expect the party to throw themselves on the plot hook.
It is almost like being in a horror movie and hearing the music.
I think this may be above our pay grade, guys. Just a bit.
But like, he's the only one bothered right now, right?
yeah, as far as you can tell,
And
he's the only one.
He can stay in the car if he wants, but I'm gonna go check this out.
Yeah, Gee, why don't you stay with your precious shotgun? If it bothers you that much.
I really don't want to run into a specter.
Fuck's a specter.
Ooh.
Oh, they're super monstrous ghosts that are very, very unpleasant to deal with. And yeah.
Now the bookworm tells us.
The Orpheus
fuck it.
code word for them is
I
Shadow
get out of
Glass
the-
Red.
I get out of the car and start heading towards the building.
Okay.
I am.
The car is now is turned off, by the way.
I'm with the Impala owner. Yep.
I get out.
I could not show my face back at work if I let all of you get murdered. I could.
I mean, you could.
I would love to just walk away and all of you idiots get murdered for your idiocy. But I
And it's
can't.
impressive that you show your face normally, so I mean, this wouldn't be that shocking for you.
I think he wants to get the pretty face messed up.
Quit bitching. Let's go look.
If you heard what I'm hearing right now, you wouldn't want to go there either.
If we heard what you're hearing, we'd have had to have taken as many drugs as you did, Frenchie. Let's go.
And this is how the party all dies. Get out of the car and I start following them.
Don't you know you never split the party? You get
Good
out.
luck stopping.
Fine.
It's okay, Gee. The worst that happens is we pull these cords and we leave.
True.
Yep. Just leave everyone else to die. Think for yourself first.
Considering you and me are the others.
I mean, to be fair, I can
Sometimes
always
that's
just
the
walk
best
away.
option.
All right. So as you're walking up to the building itself, you do see at one point there is a sign, or not one point. There is a sign. At one point, it was nice, brass letters, kind of gilded a bit. It's decidedly not anymore. It is very. I'm trying to find the best word. It is corroded, degraded. Parts of it
Would
are
I have
falling
known-
off.
Would I know anything about the building or its history with the Trivia Master?
The same thing I pulled everyone else.
Roger.
It, like I said, it has a history of being, the haunted place. But, again, nobody is allowed to ever go investigate it, really. So, as you're walking forward, the gate is closed and locked.
You
Walk
know
through
that
the gate.
moment in horror movies when you go, no, don't go in there. Quit doing that.
Spend a
I think we're
vitality
at that moment.
to become selectively intangible and walk through the gate.
Yep.
I'm just going to climb over the gate.
Okay?
Do you want me to roll for it?
Nah, don't worry
I just kind of look back. My problem is I watch those horror movies, and usually the thought process is, "Damn, that looks like it'd be a fun rush."
Think I'll climb
I think
it,
we're
too.
all.
Mary, you are absolutely correct. You are perhaps the smartest person here. This is the point in the horror movie where you yell at the screen and say, "No, don't do that." And they go away and have a malt beverage. But unfortunately,
Arguably, at this point in the movie, though, also everyone else is being punished for having sex, and pretty sure us Deadites and Little Miss Bookworm over there probably haven't gotten laid in a long time. I think we're all safe,
Yeah, not sure how long that's been.
Ghosts
considering
have
how
oh yeah, ghosts can have sex.
it's not punishable sex though. We're already dead. How much more could we possibly have gotten punished for bodily sins? There's no
Why do
body.
Oh,
think
you
that
can
I
suffer
haven't-
so much more.
We have such things to show you.
I don't know.
Does that come through clear on the buzz?
No.
With
However,
the
the
way
buzz
D
is
over there
getting-
smells, I don't think he's gotten laid
Actually,
in a very
when
long time.
when he does, you get this feeling when Lee actually steps through the gate. Everyone feels the ping as he spends the vitality and does so. The scratching at the back of your head, Guy, stops.
Oh no. Oh no. No. That is very bad.
What
And I
now?
just kind of like stop and look in horror at Lee. They know we're here.
They?
What are you, the little
Whatever
girl
is
from
making the
Poltergeist now?
noise stopped when you went through the gate instead of over it.
I'll start to be concerned when you start putting your hands on TV sets. And I say that and then follow Lee through the gate.
Once you do the same thing, you spend your vitality and you step through. Once you do that, there is again the noise picks up. Guy. Is
it getting clearer?
No.
Okay.
It is it
That's-
is quiet and distant.
That's the
But
part
it's-
I'm really starting to worry about is when it starts making sense.
Too sober for that.
It's quiet and distant, but it's not. But you can hear it murmuring constantly now. Actually, roll me wits empathy.
What's the difficulty?
7.
So it's 9 because I see demeanor.
So 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, while he's going
so my
through,
wits is 3 and my empathy is none.
I mean, well, they're having this argument. I haven't stopped walking. I'm just walking the front grounds, looking around, playing with the sign. I'm at the I don't give a shit stage. I'm like, I finally got past the gate. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a resounding no successes.
Okay, you get it's chittering. It's you get kind of you get a chitinous chittering.
Oh, no.
I think
makes
the
me
Frenchman just peed
uncomfortable.
himself.
A better way to phrase it is: have you ever heard a cat when they are sitting on a windowsill chirping at birds?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Oh no. All right. Well, luckily I have a whole lot
Someone
of
check if
empathy
the
now,
Frenchman's
so-
leaving a ghost puddle trail.
Hey, you soaking your baguette over there? What's going on, man?
Hey, all I know is the guys at the kickstand are gonna love this story.
Have you ever been hunting?
Hunting? No, somehow I couldn't fit that into my social schedule.
Between the writing and the writing and
So
And it's at that moment Lee has no idea what I used to do.
nope.
No idea.
let's put it this way: when you're hunting certain kinds of things, and like the accent is dropped, when you are hunting certain kinds of things, sometimes they hunt you back. And you can tell that they're luring you into a trap because they make noises, right? Chirping, wounded animal noises, things like that. That's what I'm hearing.
Everybody roll me perception awareness.
Did you piss off Bandy?
Everybody roll me perception alertness.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Do we get a bonus?
Difficulty?
Difficulty 6. If you have anything that would give you a bonus to alertness tests, it would apply. Especially at dark, because it is night.
Sorry, was the difficulty 6?
Difficulty 6.
He sees in the dark, man.
He sees the darkness.
He is the darkness.
1, 3, 2, 3. One more.
I'm a
3.
bookworm. I notice shit.
Everyone notices this.
I'm sorry, don't hate me. What is it? Perception what?
A perception alertness.
It's a talent. First one in the talent.
Yeah. I'm never gonna hate you if you do that. If you ask me questions like that, I'm never gonna hate you for it. Just.
Hey, Evan, any way we can turn the music down a little bit? It's getting hard to hear people.
It's almost all the way down.
Damn,
Yeah,
Roger.
you can adjust it on the shared sound thing. You can adjust it down on your individual settings.
Ah, okay. I didn't want to mess with anything. So.
No, that's your individual sound setting. He's got it down so that the people who are watching us, it's not too terribly loud for them. But for us, it was getting to be overwhelmingly powerful.
Roger. Thank you for the break.
Thank you. I almost couldn't hear people.
That's fine. Those are valid things to break character for.
See, this is the point. This is the point in the activity
Cassidy, did you roll?
that the adrenaline gets flowing. This is where it gets fun.
So I had 3 successes.
Let's keep going.
Everybody got this. Lee barely sees it, but everyone else sees it really well. As you are discussing and arguing, you see a shape that's on the top floors of that's on the top floor windows of the building.
No.
It's on a crumbling sort of parapet. It takes a little bit of squinting, but those of you who got 3 successes recognize it's a human child.
I kind of just stare up.
Like
and
a young boy.
Gee, did you slip something in my drink?
No.
It's staring at the ground, shivering and cold. It's not a ghost. That's a human. That is somebody in a body, and they are standing on the edge of the building.
Eben, Chad is asking if you could adjust your volume a little bit louder. You're coming through quite quiet.
My mic is all the way up. Like, I don't know what's going on there. My mic is literally maxed.
Oh shit, guys! I think that's a kid.
I'm gonna try to yell.
That was a kid.
Like, I don't know if he.
No. That's a child.
I
It's just
kind
dark,
of
so it
yell
looks like
up
a
at
shadow.
him to step back.
I don't think he can hear us.
He can't hear you if you're not manifested.
Can I manifest and tell him to step back?
Yeah. Spin the vitality.
So.
How much do you want to manifest?
I feel like I have to look at my vitality thing. Just enough for him to hear me.
You can get your voice out for about, like, you can be heard by spending 2 points of vitality. You're basically you just have all of your physical stats are at 1.
Okay, yeah, I'll
Excuse
spend
me.
the 2.
I'm sorry, that's a 1, not a 2. That's a 1. Because 2 and above is you are fully you.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna spend the 1 point of vitality and don't stand so close.
You see he kind of almost not jumps, but he is startled as you suddenly appear. And he's just he is frozen in fear and terror.
Do I need to manifest to use Body Puppet?
Actually, that is a very good question. Let me look that up real quick. To use puppetry.
I'm looking at the chat. I don't think he has a bungee cord.
No, he does not. He is pretty much wearing pajamas.
That's Lee's comment.
How do ghosts move? Like, could we float up there, or?
No, you cannot. You cannot fly. You would have to go up unless you have some type of horror that would allow you to go up there, or a stain. You would have to walk up like a regular human through the house.
Can my storm wending go up there?
Oh yeah, you could definitely do that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to look up one thing.
The answer is no. I don't have to manifest. It says it in the first sentence that I don't have to.
Sorry. Okay. So no, you don't have to. But what is the range on that?
It doesn't say.
Line of sight. I don't really know. I'm just guessing.
I think it is actually line of sight, but I'm not sure. That's the problem. The Skin Rider horrors are kind of very nebulous.
Yeah. I don't see anything that dictates a distance. Line of sight makes sense to me.
Yeah, line of sight makes sense. So yeah, it's if you wanted to do that, it would be line of sight. If you wanted to storm wind, to get up there, which is easily to do, you would definitely be able to do that. It's about, you would have to use 2 vitality because that's up to 100 yards. Let's see.
Anyone remember what page the stains are on?
Stains or horrors?
Stains. I'm just curious.
Your stains are gonna be...
And how do we...
193.
193.
Okay. And let me guess, it's bad to activate?
Well, you use spite to do it.
You use spite. It's basically, it's like vitality, except it poisons your soul, and you don't spend it, you tap it.
Yeah. I would like to spend 2 vitality.
Okay.
And Body Puppet the child.
Okay.
Which means I need to make a leadership charisma roll against his willpower, I think?
Yep.
Yeah. So charisma 3, leadership 3. Difficulty?
Is it difficulty
Small
his
child's.
willpower, or...
Yep.
Okay.
With the target's willpower is the difficulty, yeah.
3. He's a
I was
small-
going to say, it's a
he's
child.
a
It's a 2
child
or 3.
living in an orphanage. It's like 3.
5 successes.
Yeah.
I can control him indefinitely. And I have pretty much full control of his body.
Pretty much. You kind of reach your hands like this, and they come out and wrap, and you can see silver strands come out of your fingers and wrap around him as though you are just controlling him.
Do we see this as well, or just Guy?
Everyone sees this.
No, you can see me do this.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I see now that I'm inside the kid's head?
What you see, you can see Cassidy. You can see, you get all 5 of his senses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have complete control of his body.
Yeah.
And I still get my senses.
So you see Cassidy, you don't see anyone else because he doesn't have dead eyes. But you can hear a voice talking to him in his ear, like whispering to him in his ear. What are you doing? I thought we had a deal. Just one more step. It's all you need to do. Just take one step, and you'll be able to go home.
Well, fuck that. Can I get this kid safely down from wherever the hell he's at? Like, can I
You have
shuffle back?
complete control of his body. It would be easy for you to do this. Yes.
I'm gonna move him the other way, like the way away from the ledge.
Okay.
Like that should be like in towards the building, right?
Yes, he goes. Like you actually managed to get him in the window.
Okay.
Is there any external way up the building to get to where they are?
No.
I'm gonna turn back and look to where I see Cassidy and wave and give a thumbs up. Then I'm going to look into the building.
You see a darkened hallway. This hallway is long, old wooden paneling, old wood floors, multiple doors on either end. This looks like your stereotypical orphanage, like barracks rooms on either side.
Well,
and I
shall
don't
we
get my
follow
dead
him
eyes,
inside?
Right?
Yeah.
At this point, everybody who's projecting, spend a vitality.
Okay. I am going to be at 0 vitality after this.
Okay. If you cannot spend vitality, you can do one of 3 things.
Okay.
You can spend a willpower to gain 3, and that's reflexive.
Okay.
You can tap spite to gain more.
No.
Or you are immediately shunted back to your body.
Okay. So I was trying to remember that I could run willpower. So I'm gonna go ahead after I spend that one and reflexively spend a willpower for 3.
Okay.
So.
We are down 1 vitality for projecting as skimmers, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Like if you were a sleeper, you wouldn't be down a vitality. You'd just basically be, for all intents and purposes, a ghost. You just also have a free continue back at Orpheus. Okay.
Yeah, I already marked my 10th down. Thanks, Rose.
So he's kind of stumbling in, and it's not for lack of control on your end, as much as his body feels ill. Like he feels sick.
Oh.
As you are walking in, you specifically, hear a very angry chittering. It sounds almost like somebody's complaining to someone else.
Well,
not so much complaining.
Certainly,
someone is whining.
Yeah, I've certainly not made them happy.
And
there's more than one.
As the child, you can hear yelling coming from, like, a woman's voice yelling from the door at the end of the hallway.
I will, as the child, turn to look.
You see a closed door with a cross on it, the crucifix on it.
But I hear yelling.
Yes, a woman yelling. You can't tell what it is, but she is yelling.
I'm going to go the opposite direction of the yelling, and try to make my way downstairs to bring the kid to where I and the rest of the party are.
Okay. You come down.
Use the kid to open the door for us.
You come down. There's the front door. It is locked.
But does it have like
deadbolts?
Deadbolts. So I reach up and try and like turn the deadbolts as a small kid.
Old style deadbolts are kind of hard to work.
Yeah.
But they do manage to unlock and get it.
All right. So door opens. Small child.
You look so much better.
Now that he's closer to all of you, you can all see he has dried tears on his face. The voice that was whispering in his ear is long gone.
The Frenchman even makes
There was yelling upstairs. I say it in the kid's voice.
What did you say in the kid's voice?
There was yelling upstairs.
Okay, dude, that's just creepy.
What kind of yelling?
Yelling.
I turn the grip. If he says come play with us, I'm out.
Is the yelling still going on? Can we hear it?
You can hear muffled yelling from upstairs, but it's a lot harder to hear.
Okay, like. Did the music just change?
I changed it.
Okay. I turn around with the kid and kind of like walk back into the house.
Follow Guy/child.
None of us have bodies, so nobody here can comfort the child.
I'm actually spending 2 manifest. I'm spending 2 to be fully human.
Well, technically, the wisp could comfort in her own way.
So, I have complete control of this kid. Do I have to re-roll to reassert control if I want to like let go but not stop writing his brain?
It would be you would have to drop. You'd have to drop your 2 point and then reestablish a 0 point.
That's so clunky.
Yeah. Once you have cast a horror, it is as it is until you redo it.
All right, I'm gonna let
horrors.
So she's manifested. She seems like a friendly person. I'm going to let go of the kid.
The moment you kind of step back, who all has manifested at this point?
I think I'm still in my kind of state. I never really went back.
So we got Dahlia and Mary Kathleen. You've manifested?
Yes, I am fully manifested.
The moment that Guy lets loose, and all of you see that the silver strands that he has just kind of go limp and flutter in the air for a bit, and then disappear, like somebody has just cut the strands from a puppet. The kid collapses in just a heap on the ground. I will try to grab the child, like hug him and make sure he's okay. Honey, are you okay? What's wrong? He's talking, but the words don't make sense. Like he's babbling so fast that not even you can tell what he says.
Deep breath. Take a deep breath. I need you to calm down a little bit so I can understand. I want to help. I want to fix it. What's the matter?
He just kind of buries his face in your chest and is sobbing.
Stroking, comforting. I'm going to be, using my nature as a caregiver to try to calm this child down.
Okay. Remember, you can also use whale to.
Actually, yeah, I will use I'm going to use whale. I'm going to use the.
Guys, remember you've got.
No.
Remember you've got benefits. So like you have horror and want to use it to benefit someone, you can.
I'm going to use the 0 vitality one, so the lowest one.
Okay, what does whale do?
At its lowest point, it allows a manifested banshee to influence emotions.
I am going to assist you with Witch's Nimbus to double the duration of it.
Okay. So it's a 0 point, so in essence it will last 2 rounds.
Okay. The difficulty I wrote down from the book is 6. I could be wrong about that, though.
Do you have anything that lowers social difficulties?
I have enchanting voice.
Then that would, I think, lower the difficulty by 2. What is everyone else doing at this point?
I have a confused look on my face, as in looking at the child going, I don't know what to do with these things. What is it?
I'm like watching very concerned, but then I also kind of begrudgingly look over at Guy and mumble like, good job saving him. You did good.
Guy, we can't hear you at all.
Oh, Guy's like later, and I'm basically like standing in the middle of the room, watching the stairwell on like guard, like fists up.
Okay.
I'm kind of watching around us too while y'all are comforting the kid.
I'm not manifested, but you know.
I have yet to find actually what the difficulty would be to begin with.
We're gonna call it 4.
Okay.
Difficulty begins at 6. That's the default difficulty for everything, and I think enchanting voice lowers your difficulty by 2.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna call it 4. So roll that beautiful bean footage. 3 successes.
Nice.
You managed to calm him down. He is through your voice, you have given him an earful of Xanax.
Oh, sweet, sweet Xanax. It's okay. You're okay. What happened?
He's wrapped his fingers around the front of your shirt, like balling them up, like refusing to let you go. It was Willem.
Was Willem your friend?
Willem is no one's friend. He makes us do things. Things that... My friends are dead. He makes them do things.
I'm sorry, honey.
The muffled yelling from upstairs stops.
Ask him where Willem is.
Do you know where Willem is right now?
He was talking to me, and then I closed my eyes, and then I was down here.
I have good friends here, and they're gonna help protect you, okay? Can I know your name, honey? Can you tell me your name?
Everybody roll me perception alertness. It's Michael.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 8. It's dark. So if you have night sight, that helps. Like anything that would allow you to see in the dark.
1 success.
Lee don't see shit.
Remind me what Destiny does?
Shit. I have to look that up. One moment.
I am enthralled looking at the architecture of the building going, this place is kind of cool.
If by cool you mean like falling apart, then yeah.
Hey, for me, that's kind of cool.
Well, what are you doing, machine? Come on.
Out. My hunt is the kickstand. What do you expect? I'm the first person in my circles to make it in.
I'm sorry, I'm opening up the merits and flaws list now. It's deciding to take its sweet time. I've got so much shit running on my computer.
Destiny's a background.
Yes. Oh, it's a background. You're right.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking it was a merit.
Sorry, guys.
That's fine. This is what we need to do.
Yeah, actually, that helps me too because I also have Destiny.
You have Destiny.
Nice.
You have Destiny. Okay. You
I have Destiny
5.
too.
How many Destiny do you have, Cassidy?
Just 1.
And then Kathleen has Destiny 2, you said?
No, I have 3.
3, okay.
I have Destiny 1 as well.
Okay. So is Lee the only person without a Destiny?
Yes. My issue is my past. I don't have a Destiny. I'm getting fucking hunted.
For each point of destiny, a character player may re-roll one die roll per session.
Okay.
At 1, it's 1 re-roll. 2 is 2. It's as it says on the 10.
It's linear.
It's linear.
Okay, that's why we didn't do it. I don't have destiny. I'm just lucky.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh, I got screwed on that roll.
You might want to re-roll it.
I don't know. We only get it once
So-
per session. I don't know if this is the time I want to use that.
So
I
Guy
am-
and Morgan
Fair.
got 1.
I am clearly
Morgan's
very
dead.
busy taking care of this child.
Yes. Okay. Is anybody gonna do a re-roll?
Cassidy, I will point out that you have a botch, not a fail, a botch.
So did I. I will activate one of my rerolls. I get 3 per session.
How do you get 3 per session?
He's lucky.
Oh, right, lucky. That's right. Still 0, but not a botch.
It's better than my botch.
You guys are rolling a lot of 1s tonight. The dice do not like you.
Lies. The dice love me.
Okay,
It's
so
not
Don't try to score
Cassidy,
drugs.
that's not
Except if you want
a,
drugs.
Cassidy, that's not a botch. It's only a failure. So there is that. You guys also keep in mind that you can spend willpower to give yourself extra successes.
I will activate one
Yes, I
success
can.
of willpower.
You can't do that after the roll.
Damn, fair
You
enough.
can only do that before the roll.
Okay. No worries.
So those of you who succeeded, which I think is just Guy and Morgan, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys kind of hear something. You turn to look at the, you turn to look upwards, because there's a stairwell that comes down and a banister. And you see the first thing your mind says when you see this thing is child.
The second thing my mind says is,
Eel.
ew.
It's dark-skinned,
Slick, slippery.
slippery skin, long lamprey-like mouth, bright eyes that are huge and black. It is emaciated and thin. And what you see, and what drew your attention to it, is it's pushing its face through the 2 slats underneath the banister. It's actually squeezing its face through. And it pops through. Its eyes focus on you, and it starts to turn, and its head does a full 360.
Eben?
Yes.
Can I tap all of my stains concurrently, or...
Oh, you can tap as much spite as you want for as many stains as you want.
I'd like to tap all 3 of my stains, please.
Okay. How
Guys, we got company.
I
wow.
don't have to dictate the duration from the get-go. I just have to keep retapping it.
Fair enough. But just how many you tap is how many rounds they last.
3.
So you're tapping 3 for each?
No, 1 for each.
1 for each. So you're tapping
3
3
total.
spite.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. I've got to look up the rules for that, because I always forget exactly what the spite roll is.
No problem.
Okay. Sorry. So what you're going to do, you're going to roll 3d10 The difficulty is... Sorry.
Scary, creepy, no bad touch is what that is. Yes, that is exactly what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I'm worse.
I'm just shocking.
Okay, it's a difficulty... We're going to say it's a difficulty 8. Because it's not telling me here, actually. So difficulty 8, for every success you get, you do not take a point of spite.
Oh. I'd take 3 points of spite.
Yeah, you take 3 points of spite. Which stains are you activating? I know you said you all 3. Describe what they are.
Yes, those stains would be called Claws, Shark's Appetite, and Withered.
Describe how your character shifts.
Basically what happens is that he goes from like the dignified soldier into basically he turns into this emaciated corpse covered in like a thin skin. There are no eyes. There's just an impossibly large mouth with rows and rows and rows of teeth, and his fingers end in just long metal claws, like kind of like curved raptor claws.
But yeah. All right. As soon as he does that, how are the rest of you reacting? Give me just a moment. What is your brain thinking? How are you reacting to this?
The fuck just ate Gee?
Ugh.
Moving my body so that the child is behind me.
By the way, Eben, with Withered up, my vitality expenditures don't ping.
Yeah, that's right.
I am actually going to, in response to him doing that, I don't know what the fuck just happened. I am going to...
You're not going to do anything. I said a quick response.
Okay, fair enough.
Dahlia, what is Cassidy's response?
Now, up until this point, those of us who had the crappy rolls, we really didn't notice much up until that, right?
You pretty much you saw them looking in the direction, and then you saw him go full monster.
Have we ever seen his stains before?
No, you have never seen his stains before.
So I kind of full on freak out, and I just kind of look at the others and point like, the fuck just happened?
And now that's everybody's reaction,
Initiative!
it's time to roll for initiative. As the creature's reaction, Guy, you're the only one who gets this, is you hear all the chittering stop, and you hear in a very deep, deep voice, "Have fun."
And what would the roll for initiative be?
And he leaps out at you. Okay, your roll for initiative.
Yay!
We're actually gonna have combat, you guys!
Hey, it's the thing I excel at.
Well, fuck.
Let's see here. First thing you're going to do is roll for initiative, which... for God's sake.
It's wits and dex, isn't it?
Yes, it's a wits and dex.
Difficulty?
I'm sorry, I'm looking it up right now.
Thank you.
Fucking combat maneuvers or health. And what? Okay. It's... yes, dex plus wits. And then I get to roll as well. What is Willem's dex plus wits? Difficulty is 6.
Do I spend a willpower for? I can spend a willpower for +3 dice, right?
No, it's automatic success.
It's just automatic successes. Okay.
In New WoD, it's 3 dice.
Yeah. I always get that messed up. I'll take it.
Okay.
Do the rest of us see the creature yet?
As it leaps through the air, yes, you do.
Well, I did, whenever the thing came down and was looking at it, I did tell the party, hey guys, we got company.
That's why they get to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have tokens for you guys.
Nope.
Okay. Come on, machine.
Yeah, I believe the thing's leaping at me.
Yes, it is leaping at you specifically because you decided to do shit.
Because I just werewolfed out, yeah.
We didn't do shit, man.
Let's see. Cassidy, you have 4. Guy, you have 3. Lee, you have 4. Morgan, you have 3, and Kathleen, you have 2.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to work.
You're good.
Because I don't actually have tokens for your characters.
Let's just sheet paper it for now, and we'll
Yeah.
fix that after.
That's what I'm going to do here. So, let me go to... Hold up your numbers so I can see what you rolled for initiative. 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. You have 4. That's right. Okay. What is your... Lee, what is your dex plus wits?
6.
Cassidy, what is your dex plus wits?
6.
Damn. Okay, roll off. 1d10. Just roll /R 1d10. I think Cassidy goes first. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it would have been great if he'd rolled a 10 too, but...
We could just go together.
Okay. So we've got that. Alright. So who rolled 3s? That was Mary and Guy. Or excuse me, no, that was Morgan and Guy. Morgan, what is your dex plus wits?
3.
Guy, what is your dex plus wits?
6.
So you're gonna go next, and then Morgan's gonna go right after you. Okay. What is your dex plus wits, Mary Kathleen?
6.
Okay, then you're gonna go...
Bunch of initiative monsters, man.
Oh, yep. And then it's... Will's
I
gonna go
live
last.
by dex.
Alright, so... We do combat a little differently than most other games in most other games. Instead of doing it like sequentially down the line, here's how it works. We go from whoever rolled the lowest, they declare their action. Then we go to the highest. What this means is those who are at the higher end are anticipating what someone else is going to do, and therefore can react to it. And then we resolve top to bottom. So, Willem is at the bottom. He is making an attack, a brawl attack, on Guy. That is his action. Mary Kathleen, what is your action going to be?
Protect the kid.
Okay. You're just interposing yourself?
Yep. If I have the child behind me, and if anything tries to attack it, I'm assisting defender.
Okay. Morgan, you're next.
think I'm gonna try and beat the crap out of it if I can.
Okay, so you're gonna make a brawl attack against William.
Yeah. Or melee?
Are you using a weapon or your fists?
Are you using a weapon or your fists? Yeah.
I don't think I have a weapon on me, so probably my fists.
Okay, then it would be a brawl. Conversely, you guys can also use horrors. You can tap spite for your stains.
How
You can fuel.
how long
Yi.
does it take a turn to activate a horror?
No, it's you declare I am activating this horror, and then it will activate when your action goes off.
So can you? Well, the question is, can you activate a horror and still attack?
Yes.
Can you activate a stain and still attack?
Yes.
Yes.
Tapping spite is reflexive.
Okay. Can I tap a spite and have my claws appear?
Yes, you can.
And I will try to attack with my claws.
Okay, it's still going to be a brawl attack.
Okay.
Okay.
The claws just give you bonus to lethal.
Roll 1d10.
Oh, this music's so good too.
Yep.
How is that done?
Just /R 1d10. Actually, excuse me, no. You're making an actual roll, so it's going to be the full formula, difficulty 8. It's just you rolling 1d10.
Okay, wait. I'm rolling the formula?
Yeah, you're rolling the formula. Your die pool is 1, and your difficulty is 8, because you're rolling your spite, the spite you cast.
Okay, so I'm gonna put what I think is going on in here in a second. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, that's perfect.
You gain a point of spite.
You gain a point of spite because you did not succeed.
Okay.
So go ahead and write that as the dot on your sheet. You pop claws and you're and then you're going to attack them. Next step, or next person, I should say, is Guy. What is your action?
I am going to activate a horror. I'm going to activate Juggernaut.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 3 vitality to give myself 4 additional actions.
Okay.
I am going to
reflect
reflect.
those other actions.
I know. I am going to reflexively spend a willpower to gain 3 vitality back.
Okay.
And I am going to clinch the eel boy.
Okay.
That's a brawl attack. There's some other rules with it.
Somebody pulled out the grapple rules. Lee.
Sorry.
Lee, what is your action?
I will activate a horror, and suddenly I'm going to spend a 2 vitality horror and activate Witch's Nimbus, electricity.
Okay.
So I suddenly look like Raiden for a moment.
Okay.
And then I will charge to a brawl attack on the creepy eel thing.
Okay. Creepy Rossel. Yes, that is exactly it. Cassidy, what is your action?
Jesus, I can't believe I'm about to do this. I activate my dagger tongue stain,
Oh.
and I whip my tongue at the being.
Okay.
Wait, correct me. How far is he from me at the moment?
For the uses of dramatic and positioning, he is within range.
Okay. Then yes, I kind of
Okay.
probably over exaggeratingly like whip my face.
Roll how long or how many spite are you tapping to use it?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna tap two spite, both my
Okay.
spite.
Then same roll. It's gonna be /R, and your die pool is 2, difficulty 8. you gain 1 point, but you don't gain 2 points. All right. So everybody's declared their actions. Now we actually have the actions going off. So the first person whose action will be going off is Cassidy. So what's your attack roll with that bladed tongue?
Let's see. So that's be a brawling roll. So that's strength +1, right?
It's a brawl plus 1.
Yeah, it's well. And then you said I got that 1 point from the roll. So technically, I'd be brawl +2, right?
What do you mean?
Or no? Never mind.
Okay, his.
Sorry.
Say again. I'm sorry.
No. You were right. It's brawl +1.
Okay. Let's see. Default difficulty is 6 on that.
So I get my strength +1 versus his difficulty of 6.
Well, it's your dex plus brawl, and then what does it say for your what does it say for the V4 or the stain? Like, what's the actual text?
Damage does strength +1 lethal.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not going to do anything right now. It's just dex plus brawl right now, versus a difficulty of 6. Alright, you made 2 successes. Let's see here. So you gain 1 extra die because you hit, or 1 extra die because it was over what you needed to actually hit. Sorry, I'm going through this. But where does he get to? I know he gets to soak, but... Okay, he doesn't have an extra action to dodge, so he can't actually dodge this attack. So what he does is he gets to soak your damage if that hits. It did hit. You gain your bladed tongue gives you a +1. You get your strength plus another 1 because you got 1 extra success. So you're gonna roll. Sorry, they really did not do this very well.
Well, it's one of the artifacts of OWAD is that combat's clunky.
Okay, so roll your strength plus 2, difficulty 6. So 2 successes. All right. He gets to try to soak. He's not wearing armor. He has 3 stamina. So it means he's going to get to roll 3 dice to try and soak those successes. Alright, so he soaks 1, but he does take 1 damage. Your tongue lashes out, and it strikes him across the chest. kind of leaving him, like, as he's flying through the air, it throws him off a bit. It should have hit harder, but somehow his rubbery skin was able to kind of roll with the punch in an almost literal fashion. Lee, it is now your action.
Alrighty, ready. Let's roll this beautiful brawling footage.
Okay.
Dex plus brawl. What's the difficulty?
Dex plus brawl it's just a, are you punching him in the face?
Pretty much.
Difficulty 6. Wow, okay.
Arr.
5 successes. You needed 1 to hit. So that means that you've got 4 plus whatever bonus Witch's Nimbus is giving you.
They are actually rolled to soak separately. It does an automatic 2 levels of lethal, plus the bashing damage, and they roll to soak separately.
Okay. So roll the bashing damage.
Confirm. Difficulty 6 as well?
Yes.
So it's the 4 plus. Wait, sorry, is it 4 plus strength or just 4?
It's just the or yes, you're right, it's 4 plus strength, sorry.
Sorry,
So
reroll.
it's bonus successes plus what your strength is. That's your pool.
What are you hitting him with?
My
His-
fist.
His fist.
There we
Oh,
go.
right, and your glowing nimbus of a fist.
So that's 5
That's just
Jesus Christ.
for just the bashing.
Okay. So he takes
And
another
in
4.
and 2 levels of lethal, due to my zappy fist.
Okay, so he rolls separately for that?
Yes, that is soaked separately.
Okay.
The next level is the one that makes everything lethal.
Right. He manages to save barely. He is not looking good right now. He, like, you come up and just, like, haymaker him right across the place where Cassidy lashed him with her tongue, and you seem to actually tear into his corpus with your fist, like, almost opening him up.
Everyone underestimates the driver.
Okay? Gee.
Okay, so I'm clinching him. That's a dexterity brawl attack.
Okay.
If I succeed, he's rendered immobile, and he has to make a strength brawl opposed attack to get out of it.
Okay.
It's strength brawl, not dexterity brawl.
It's dexterity brawl. I'm looking at the ability. Oh no, you're right. It's strength brawl. I'm sorry. I got it, the skill mixed up.
Alright,
Bruh.
Strength
So, let me roll my strength brawl real quick. That is strength of 4, brawl of 3, so 7. Normal difficulty, so 6.
Yes. Excuse me.
So that's 2 successes.
Right. That's a hit, plus you get 1 bonus, and he's got to make a strength.
Not on
to
his
get
turn.
out. On his
On
turn.
his
he has
turn.
to? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So with claws and clinch, claws and shark's appetite. That is strength plus 4 lethal. With devastating punch, that's strength plus 6 lethal.
You're just clinching though. You're not actually doing damage yet.
I get to do damage every action. Every action after that, I can choose to do damage.
We're not at that action yet though.
I have all of the Juggernaut actions.
You do, but the way
Okay.
Juggernaut works is everybody's going to take their actions, and then if anybody has any remaining actions from Juggernaut or any other abilities, then they declare and do them then.
Okay, not a problem.
So let's see. Who was next? Because you guys are really gonna. Morgan, you're up.
I think I swing and a miss.
Say what?
Thought I missed, didn't I?
No, you didn't roll. You rolled for your spite. You didn't roll for your attack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you tap spite, I'm going to make you roll it then, because that's important. But
So I currently have just one spite, correct?
you should have one spite point, but you may have spite ranks.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so how do I need to roll for the claws?
Well, it's a dex brawl attack, but he's currently clinched with Gi, or with the monster formerly known as Gi. So
I like that.
You can make an attack and try to hit, but you're going to be at a difficulty 8, and if you fail by more than 2, then you will hit Gi. Hey, that's 2
Nice.
successes. You managed to hit. So roll your damage, which is going to be your strength plus 1 because you got 1 extra success, plus any bonus that your claws give you.
I currently don't know the bonuses for the claws.
Stand by.
2.
2. Yeah, there should be 2.
2 lethal.
Okay, and what's the difficulty, I guess?
6. It's the default difficulty, 6. That's one success. All right, so he's going to try and roll to soak that. He's saying, "Please, please let me." He manages to soak it. Okay. So, Mary Kathleen, it is your action. As Morgan, your claws reach out and you strike across his corpus, and you seem to tear some away from it, but it's just there's more underneath. It's like he's slippery, and you're peeling off layers of skin, but it doesn't seem to be hurting him at all. Mary Kathleen, are you still going to...
I'm gonna hold my action and defend the child.
Cool. Willem aborts his action of attacking, and he's going to... He is actually going... I don't think he actually can make that action because he's clinched. Can he? Is it a reflexive strength to get out?
The victim player can attempt to escape by rolling strength brawl posed by the attacker. It doesn't say it's reflexive. It says it looks like it's an action.
Okay. Well, he aborts his action. He can't change that action, so he's going to do that next round. He's pretty much lost a round.
Okay.
So
He got knocked silly.
pretty much. Guy, it is now your action again. Declare what your action is.
I'm going to use the
Nobody else has
clinch.
any bonus actions.
The clinch auto damage.
Okay.
So that's strength plus 6 lethal.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Nine.
He's gonna try and soak that.
By the way, it's I'm actually eating him.
Yeah.
That's what Shark's appetite does.
He manages to soak 4 of it.
Ah, nice.
So
But-
you're having sushi.
But that's only 4, and he was down to 1. You devour him. He manages to put up a decent fight, but you just describe it. Describe what you're doing.
Basically, it's just I've got my hands, these two kind of raptor clawed hands,
Mhm.
and my mouth just opens impossibly wide, and I shove him in. It's like watching something go into the Muffin Monster from 30 Days of Night.
Yeah. All right, guys, you managed to devour him. We are back out of initiative.
I'm just kind of sitting there looking at this monster going, I'm not sure if this is an improvement on the hobo Frenchman.
Oh, almost immediately after he does that, all of your stains disappear.
Yeah, like afterwards, he's just kind of like hulking over, like bent over and just breathing heavily.
So, for mechanically,
The fuck, dude.
For 1 point of spite, it lasts 1 turn.
Yeah.
If you want to extend it, you have to tap 1. Keep in mind, you can tap whole ratings, which is 10 points.
Yeah, I assume combat is the quote-unquote scene.
Yeah, yes, the scene is over.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. As the combat ends, the electricity turns off.
Oh, by the way, that qualifies for my monster demeanor, so I gain a willpower point back.
Demeanor does nothing.
I thought demeanor. Oh no, is it only nature that triggers?
It's only nature.
Oh, do I get a willpower for like caregiving on this kid? Okay.
Yes. If you have spent the willpower, you get a willpower back. What do you guys do?
Look in horror.
I'm kind of over on the side going like, ah,
Staring at
trying to
Gee.
wipe the taste off my tongue.
Ugh. Do I hear any more chittering?
No.
I'm
Actually,
still looking at him. The fuck, man.
The chittering goes away, but you do hear a voice saying, "Very, very good."
I just kind of like hold my hand up in like a nebulous direction and flip it off.
Something else out there?
How's the kid? Is he okay at this point in time? Has he calmed down? Because he can't see any of this, so.
No, he didn't see any of that, and then you notice that you are slowly losing your grip on your manifestation. Because the scene ended, and so you're no longer manifest.
Okay, honey. Your friend's not gonna. The character knows the name. I forgot the name of the bad guy.
Michael.
Who is the bad guy?
Willem.
Okay, Michael. William's gone now. It's time for you to go to bed.
Like, gone forever, or just gone for tonight?
Look over at the rest of the group.
Well, gone as in down the gullet of a creepy-ass French shark dude. Of course, I'm not manifested, so the kid can't hear this. But...
If he's gone forever, he's never coming back.
So, what does creepy eel sushi taste like, Frenchie?
Yeah, what did that taste like? I imagine like
Cold.
eel and rubber and tar.
Imagine biting into ice.
Ugh.
Vitrolic, greasy ice. The kid,
Awful.
Michael, scampers upstairs, and disappears into the shadows. Like, disappears around a corner, not like fades away.
So I'm like 87% sure that was maybe a specter, but it seemed not as scary as like the files were reading.
Maybe there are different scales of specter.
Somehow I'm not too concerned about its title. I want to know what the fuck it was doing here.
Killing
It
off
came
these
from
kids.
upstairs.
Let's go check it out. And I start walking upstairs. I'm actually going to form a little ball of light in my hand and walk upstairs.
Okay.
Level 0, which is Nimbus. So we actually have something to see by.
You walk through a disheveled, like, falling down orphanage. Like, it's a building that is falling apart.
I feel like I should be writing my congressman or my senator, whoever's the person in charge of funding this place.
They ain't gonna do shit.
The city, maybe?
I mean, it's part of the system, and the system's critically unfunded. So
I believe the term is the system dumb be broken.
How much vitality
Yes.
is everyone at right now?
I think I have 4
Three.
left.
4. Okay.
I got 4 left.
So you guys are starting to. Those of you who are dead, Morgan's got almost all hers left. Those of you who are dead are beginning to manifest your death marks. Those of you
Front
who are
or back of the head?
both entry and exit wound.
Okay.
Those of you who are projecting look hazy, like you're losing your hold.
Anyone remember this from the training? Because I don't remember this from the training.
Maybe we should go back now.
Yeah, but-
Isn't this the point when the batteries person's supposed to recharge us?
I am the battery person. It's happening to me too.
No, you're still at 7. You're
Oh.
I'm
good.
at 3 of 4.
8. I'm at 8.
You're still good. You are nice. Sitting
When
pretty.
can I share my vitality with them? Make them, not die? How do I do that?
You just do it. How much are you spending, and where are you putting it?
Okay. Who has how much vitality again?
I have 4.
Full or
Left.
I have 4 left.
It is a 1-for-1. You just do it.
Rest of us are at 4.
I'll spend a point of vitality to give it to Guy.
Can I spend a willpower and get 3 vitality?
Yes, you can. At any
Okay,
time. It
I'm
is
going to
a-
do that.
It is also reflexive. So the moment you hit 0, you spin the 3. Period. You can't not.
yeah.
Is everybody else looking okay, or are they still hazy?
I'm fine.
I'm
Once
fine.
you guys start getting up higher, you stop looking hazy. The ghosts, once they get above 5, they stop showing their death marks.
Well, considering I can't actually see my own death mark, I'm not even going to notice and keep going.
Okay.
Essentially, same here.
Because
What is
technically,
your
I
death
don't
mark,
know how
Cassidy?
I die.
Yeah, guys, describe your death marks.
See?
On the right side of my head, there's a small hole, and on the left side of my head, the hair, I guess since it's just starting to manifest, is just really bloody.
And Cassidy?
Yeah, I guess we're at the early stages of showing the death marks. Like,
Mhm.
there's a bruising around my eyes and slightly blown blood. What's the word? Blood capillaries
Mhm.
on the edges of my eyes, and you see faint but noticeable bruises and a slight indent of my throat.
Ugh. Just kind of stop and look.
You two ghosts aren't, looking that great.
What are you talking about?
Huh? What?
I'm so sorry.
We can kind of see how you died.
Wait, you can?
Well, it looks like either you or somebody else took offense to your existence and blew your head off.
Is that really shocking to anyone?
No.
Well,
There
my
was
head's
some
kind of
offense
still
taken.
here.
And I don't know who you did to what, but I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Can we focus on the problem at hand? Like, Cassidy's very determined to push away the attention.
Yeah.
It's like, can we
Again,
focus on the problem at hand? There are
cool,
children in
creepy
here.
place.
There's a thing.
Cool, creepy place that has weird shit going on. Let's keep going. and continue my search.
I think it's done. I'm not really getting the. Am I still getting the creepy vibe, or is it pretty much gone?
The buzz is quiet.
Okay. Hey, French Ghost Star. Which way did the yelling and weird, creepy shit and voices come from? Turn on your Ghost Star.
My name is Guy.
Okay, Guy. Turn on your Ghost Radar and tell us where the fuck we're going.
It's not here anymore. It said have fun, and then it said goodbye, or good job, and then it left. No, the screaming was coming from that room.
That room is now silent.
But I don't hear anything anymore.
I say we check out said screaming room just to make sure.
Sure, go pop your head in there,
Yeah.
Chief.
Okay. I go over and literally pop my head.
Spin the vitality.
Actually, if I do the 0 point inhabit and then uninhabit the other direction, do I still spend the vitality?
If it's 0, you're not spending any vitality.
Okay, I will inhabit the door with the 0 point, then uninhabit the door on the other side.
Did you just figure out efficiency of vitality?
Yes. Welcome
I
to
did.
being a ghost.
I literally do a dive jump at the door.
For the record,
and-
you don't even have to do that. You can still see from the door. Like, you can inhabit the door and have all 5 senses.
Okay, what do I see from the door?
You see a Spartan room, basically, a room with very little furniture or anything like that. A whole bunch of candles burning and dropping wax all over the place in front of an altar. That altar has a crucifix on it. And you see a woman.
Which direction is the crucifix?
Is the crucifix the right way up?
Yes, it's the right way up. Everything looks correct. So you basically it looks like a nun's room, and you would say it's a nun's room because there's a nun right there and she's asleep.
Okay, I pop back out of the door on this side. Well, other than being a fire hazard, it looks like the boss lady's nun was praying earlier. She probably should have put the candles out. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna inhabit and uninhabit through the door and I guess manifest enough to blow out the candles.
Okay. You guys can feel the pinging as he's doing all this. You spend the vitality to do it, and you blow out the candles.
How much vitality would I need to manifest that much?
1.
Okay. So I guess my wound is looking much more vivid at this point at
Yes.
3 vitality.
Yes.
Okay.
You are also
Like-
starting to look frayed and hazy at the edges.
Okay, I come back through the door and instead of there just being blood on the side of my head, there's a chunk of my head now missing.
Is that a 45?
I kind of just stare at Lee like, now I get what they were all talking about.
I would have to recheck the police report. I didn't remember. I don't remember.
I can see through your head.
Can you identify
I'm a ghost, no shit.
bullets by like the exit wound? Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's more disconcerting here, how familiar Guy is with that wound or the fact that Lee has it.
Like I said, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'd like
Yeah,
to go
second
home
that.
now.
Okay. You guys climb back into the car and go back, I assume?
Yeah. Like, I'm not even fighting for a chair, anything. It's just awkward silence.
I just climbed back in the car like nothing happened, turned on the radio, and head back.
Can I use Stormwinding to steal shotgun?
You can if you want to.
I'm not
gonna put
actually
up-
going to sit in the chair. I'm not even sitting there. I'm like sitting in the back seat.
She's gonna make a point with it, though.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna put on Highway to Hell on the ride back.
I'm gonna give Lee a vitality just so he doesn't look so terrible.
Fair enough.
I'm staring off into like forever, man.
Just so we can stop looking at that horror.
Okay. You guys managed to make it back to Orpheus. There are a whole bunch of people around, like the normal group, but it's not like any, nothing out of the ordinary or anything like that.
Is there a gentle way to go back to our bodies?
Yeah, you just climb back in. You don't have to ripcord to go back. You can just climb back into it.
Yeah, I go. I just climb back into my body and go find whoever. Like, we have a case officer, right?
Yeah, you have a Kate is your handler, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I just go find Kate.
You also
Mike,
have your mentor in the form of Chet Mason.
My curiosity is piqued, so I'm going to go back and read the police report on myself and see if it really was a 45.
Fair enough. Okay, so
I'm gonna start writing the case report.
I'm gonna go find my body, get in, roll over, and go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Chet.
Okay.
Also, beer. I'm gonna go bring beer to Chet.
And Cassidy, what are you doing? Has your mind moved on from throbbing Dean penis?
Besides hugging the car before we leave.
I'm looking mournfully out the window at the car. No, no, I actually I kind of make it look like I'm looking out the window at the car, but still being a bit hazy in my death marks. I'm kind of looking at my neck, like without meaning to. Lost in thought.
All right, so we have a scene to do with Guy talking to Chet, and the rest of you are going about your business and working. Now is a good point to take a break. We're going to take about a 10 to 15 minute break so people can go pee and take a rest. We're going to be back here in... It's 10:32 by my clock right now. We'll be back at 10:42.
And I'll be in chat for the next 10 minutes to answer any questions you have.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and leave it at that, and I will see you guys back here in a bit. And I'm back. Yes, I am, Dahlia. Alright. So, Crow, you stand relieved so that you may go be relieved. So, hey chat, are you guys enjoying tonight's game? Certainly hope so. Yeah, Rosie, you has Kitty on lap. Awesome, Mac. Okay, Crow, you like the spoops and the sads. You didn't flummox me, Rosie. Which mage, Crow? Do you want Ascension or Awakening? I can do Awakening, but I can't do Ascension. I only know one person who can do Ascension. And actually, no, I know of two people who can do Ascension, and neither of them are here in, like, Texas.
Yeah, I've contemplated asking Phil if he would run one.
That would be interesting. He's
Be so meta.
He's
I think I know somebody. I think I know somebody in my town that would be interested in running one. I don't know how I feel about him running it.
Fair enough.
Are you currently talking about the idea of a mage game?
Yes.
I just got back, so I'm just kind of looking
Ascension,
at
not
the end of the
Awakening.
chat. I am game for a mage game, assuming someone's willing to put up with me playing a mage. Because as we have learned,
what I really want is to start doing the Continental game again.
I have now officially been requested by all of my players. The challenge is I have to either A, find the box that has my notes, or rebuild my notes from scratch.
I want in on a Continental game. Like, whoa.
Oh, I take it you've heard about this game?
Yeah.
You guys are broadcasting on Twitch. I have not muted the chat or anything.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, Eben, we can sit down and discuss it now that people are because some of my players have gone mobile, and now that we have a decent system for it, I might be willing to run it via this system if someone's willing to stream it.
I will definitely stream it on my channel.
Word.
Yeah, it's probably going to still be a month or two before I can get up and running because at this point I just got to rebuild from scratch.
Nah, that's fine, dude. Yeah. So Warfox, I'm not worried about you playing a mage so much as I'm worried about somebody having to put up with me playing a virtual adept.
I would not do that at all.
Yeah. Like I said, some of the times my characters can get a little special.
So I've turned Discord down a bit, so hopefully that helps. Yeah, it's one of those things where there are certain people I don't want to play mage with. I never want to play Awakening with one of our mutual friends who plays Warhammer with us. Who I won't say his real name, but he doesn't have a screen name.
Sarge?
No.
No, not Sharon, the other Sarge.
No, not him either.
Roger.
No, I would, if given the opportunity, like, if I ever got a chance to do mage with him again, if I ever got a chance, I would not run a game with him playing a mage. I would play a game with him playing mage, but I would never run it again. The guy who fields the Death Watch, or who fielded the Death Watch for a while.
Ah, gotcha. Oh yeah, on the Continental, I do have to check with the gentleman who was playing the mage, and if I can get him willing to shift to online, I think we could get it going. He's the only one I know that may or may not be able to go digital.
Fair enough.
I think he currently wants to vindicate himself for his balsa wood bullets.
I may, if we do another Continental game, I would probably change characters and want to play something else.
We actually add an interesting point in it where it wouldn't be that hard to add, remove, or change characters. Right. So I might do more of a resurgence of the game.
Yeah.
Because I believe we lost our Fox because I don't think he'll have the free time to do it.
Right.
And I can reach out and bring everyone back, and we'll do a private session to. People have the option to tweak, change now that they know the system a little better.
Cool. Alright. Currently waiting on everyone else to join us back here.
I'm going to join, but I'm also going to be eating a small bowl of spaghetti. So
that is fair.
I am oddly jealous of you. Spaghetti is one of my numerous addictions.
It's one of the it's not bad. I'm lucky in that Skittish can cook, so
we share this luck, just not Skittish.
Oh man, you missed out not coming up this weekend. I understand why, but
well,
yeah. When it comes to spaghetti, I'm usually the one that cooks it, but that's just that's just because of how much I eat. Now I realized I had an issue with spaghetti. When my reaction to, the smallest single bag of spaghetti we have is a 10-pound bag of noodles from Sam's.
Yeah,
and my response was to get a bigger pot and eat it all in one sitting.
I keep about 10 pounds of spaghetti, pasta on hand, about 10 pounds of ground beef, roughly 10 to 20 jars of sauce.
Used to. Yeah, budget says I can't do that trick anymore, but I usually keep at least 2 and 2 so I can have enough to cook a full meal for everyone.
Man, when I was doing contract rodeo, there was feast and famine, so I just set stuff aside.
Feast and famine at the same time.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting on Dahlia at the moment. But I think
Yeah.
that she had to go tuck in the kiddos, so.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and jump right back in here.
With all my assorted, fuck it, let's go do shit, and randomly charging the creepy thing, do I get any willpower? Or, never mind. I haven't spent any willpower. Never mind. Scratch that.
That is the kicker.
Yeah. If I had spent some to get vitality back, I could have. But life, choices, meh.
Because we're back at Orpheus. So, Crow, he goes to find Chet with beer, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yay. You find Chet. He is he's in a not darkened corner, but he's in a back corner of the rec room. He is currently in body. He's just kind of you see he's reading a book.
Do I see what book it is?
It has no cover on it.
Like not even anything on the spine?
Nope, nothing on the spine.
Okay. Hey, Chet.
He looks up. Oh, Mr. Bernard, what can I do for you, sir?
On the week. Beer?
Normally I don't indulge that much, but I might as well. He takes it from you.
You've been at this game much longer than I have. Have you run across
He gestures for
sure
you
you
to
have
sit across
specters?
from him.
Alright, sit down. Just kind of wide stance, kind of holding my beer just on my knee. Have you run into specters before?
They are a danger of the occupation.
Of course.
Did you bring him a bottle or did you bring him a can?
Oh.
Okay. He struggles a little bit because he's an older dude, but he manages to pop the top. Specters, yeah. We've run into a fair couple in our time.
And they can be anything? Children, dogs?
Anything isn't... We don't know much. We know some. I've run into specters that look like dogs before. I've run into specters that look like glowing beings. I've run into specters that look like children. I've run into specters that look... Well, let's just say, there's a reason why we sometimes think that Peter Jackson can project.
I could see that, yes. I think I ran into a specter this evening. My crucible decided to go and investigate the orphanage at St. Mary's.
Wait, you guys went out to St. Mary's.
Wait,
Who gave you that mission?
no one. We were curious, and we talked to someone, and they said we can go out about the town, so we went out about the town. We saw a small boy. He looked like he was going to jump to his death, and we intervened. One thing led to another, and I think we've encountered a specter.
God damn it, all the beer bottles I have back here are pop tops, and I don't have a church key.
Was that in or out of character?
That was out of character.
But it felt so right.
Evan, I will buy you a pop top ring.
Well, no, I've got plenty. They're just not within arm's reach.
Right, but then you'll always have one on your finger. We
sent Sinclair to St. Mary's to investigate the situation. He told us that there might be specter involvement, and so we were about to send a crucible to go investigate.
Pardon. We saw, we acted, we intervened. We saved that small child's life.
Are you familiar with writing after-action reports?
Yes. Although most of the ones that I've written were filed at the bottom of the trash can.
Alright, here's what I want you to do. How well rested are you right now?
I have just finished fighting a specter, and I am now sitting here talking to you and drinking a beer.
In 4 hours, I want an after-action report of everything you understand about what happened.
Everything?
Everything you understand. Including what you don't understand. I want you to write up an after-action report like you were trying to impress the President of the United States. God himself will read this after-action report.
Well, if it's for the Almighty.
I want you to do that, and I want you to get it to either me, or Kate, or Annie.
But of course. Although now I feel that I should ask, how much shit have I just put my crucible in?
Oh, not too much. You did a job. The boys upstairs will be a little miffed because bureaucracy went over, but don't worry about it too much.
Yes. I would like to talk to somebody who knows more about specters. I think one talked to me? That's me?
Well, some of them are intelligent and can talk.
Yes.
How do you, when you say talk to you, what do you mean? Did it sit down and have a conversation with you?
Not as much, no. In my head.
Gives you a very long, kind of measured look.
We have.
You see that right there? That's something you wouldn't want to put in that after action report.
Yes. I say this because you and I are old pros, as the saying goes.
Right. So, some people can hear specters. What we assume is specters, because really you can only hear it when they're around. And they get agitated enough to start talking to each other. We suspect that they exist on a hive mind, telepathic connection between all of them. It may be that you're somehow linked to it. You're not the only person I've heard with this ability.
That is horrifying.
Well, Mitchner can.
Can he?
He can hear it. Sinclair can hear it.
And what about you?
Me, no. There is a member of my Crucible who does. Tom Hayes. But
Tom, the
taller African man.
Yes. Do you think he might? Does he understand it? Any well?
I doubt anyone would truly understand it. And here's the thing: don't go trying to understand it, because the more you try to understand it, the more they're going to try and pull you in.
Yes, I understand this.
I have reason to believe, based off of what I talked to with Tom and with Andrew and with Sinclair, that it knows you're listening.
Yes, that would definitely be along the lines of my interaction.
So, keep yourself guarded. Don't indulge in your anger too much. That shit poisons your soul. Give me that after-action report. And, thanks for the beer. He gets up and he takes his book and the beer and goes to walk out.
All right, and he just sits there for a while, kind of like staring into the spot where he was, and just finishes drinking his beer.
Okay. So for those of you who are back in your bodies, you are respiring vitality 1 every hour, unless you took merits that allow you to respire it faster. For those of you who are dead, it's 1 every 8 hours. Now, if you want to, you can go up to those people who are respiring 1 every hour, or 4 every hour, as some people may, and be like, "Hey, can I have a hit, man? Can I have some bite? Just a little bit of bite, man."
I'm gonna go to our battery. It's like, people are giving me weird looks. Can you help me out here? Just point at the messed up head. It's like, apparently you need to make this go away.
Which battery are you walking up to? You've got 3 skimmers.
Well, one's asleep, right, Morgan?
Yeah, I'm asleep. Technically, you could wake me up if you really wanted to.
I think I'm sitting in the rec room. Is that where I found chat? Okay.
Yes.
I'm in the rec room writing up the piece of paper that he was told to write up before
I'm
was
gonna
told
go
to.
to Mary Kathleen. Because Guy is currently, at the time, would be talking to the guy.
Yes, Lee, can I help you with something?
I think you can help me with a little bit of the go juice. Apparently, and I point at the head, this is creeping people out.
Yeah, sure. I touch you, and I will give you
You have to
3.
you have to drop the meat to do this.
Oh, okay. I will drop the meat right there in the middle of the rec room.
Oh yeah.
Just
Giggity.
thump right there.
And I'll give
The storyteller will be right back. Roleplay amongst yourselves.
I'm giving you 3.
Awesome.
Did our storyteller go drop the beat?
Yes, he lost it at dropping the meat, and we'll just roleplay amongst ourselves.
Not even here to defend himself. Jeez.
Oh, he'll catch it in the playback. After I finish my beer, I'll kind of stand up and look around. I'll see you guys, I guess, working and go and kind of sit down and look at the paperwork. Are you filling out like on a computer, or are you actually like writing it on a piece of paper?
I am typing on a computer like the way a scientist would write up a science experiment and the results. So it's not an after, because I wouldn't know that type of format. It's
no. That's fine. No. You need to change the format. Put this here.
okay.
And then you want to take this part, the series of events, and break it down into bullet points. You want to take what we think was the threat and move it here, and just call that threat. It's what do you Americans call it? It's a salute. Size, activity, location, time, uniform, which in this case is just what the hell did it look like, and event.
Oh, okay. So
Sponsor me, Dos Equis. Wait, so this is Dos Equis lager, which is in a green bottle and has a green tint to it. Notice how it looks like I'm drinking air?
Yes,
Because
yes.
of chroma key.
Where is the section on archetypes? I found it. Never mind.
Now that I am feeling free, not freaking people out because I have a hole in my head.
Right.
I'm gonna go clean the already impeccable car.
Okay.
And as soon as he's left and done that, I'm going to go back into my body and continue working on this
As I'm floating away, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, that is a technique that the skimmers can use, especially the ones that have dynamo and stuff like that. Is literally you can drop the meat and just you can give as much vitality as you want in just like a couple seconds. You can bring yourself all the way down to 1, then jump back in your body, and you're getting 4 back every hour. So
when I drop the meat, I'm still spending a vitality to leave my body, correct?
yes, you are still doing that.
Okay.
So I think that I'll probably get up because I haven't been able to sleep, and go out and go into the rec room and probably go sit by Mary and talk to her about this thing that we saw.
Okay.
So there's this is the right format, right, Dee? Like I've done this right now.
Yes. I would change the wording here to fucking terrible. But that's a personal preference.
I'm not writing that.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Okay. So in the paperwork that she has been writing up, there's a discussion of, or it's the description of the thing. She's also writing that she believes it's possibly a specter of a lower class, and that it was dealt with. However, we do not know how much of the threat. We do know that there was other children who have been killed by this specter, this supposed specter.
And there's nothing in there about the voices in Guy's head, right?
She might have started writing that, but I'm assuming Guy would tell her to
You'd be like,
delete that.
No.
Don't tell him that. Don't.
It's too many questions.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I can't get that thing's eyes out of my head, and then it just kind of rotated its head.
I kind of get irritated hearing because I'm sitting in the window of the rec room. I hear them talking about it.
Sorry, stop.
And so
there is no windows in the rec room. You are underground. You are in a basement. Sorry, I thought I made that clear. Apparently, it's not.
No, because I remember I was sitting looking at his car. Where was I sitting then?
I thought you were in the car, like, or at the doorway to the parking garage. Sorry, that's me. We will say that there is a window to the parking garage in the rec room.
It's a basement parking garage.
There's a magic basement window.
It is.
So she's looking out the window at me cleaning the ghost car.
Yeah.
We will also remove the part about eating. Yes.
But they need to know how we dealt with the situation.
Dispatched efficiently.
What if they ask where it went?
It's dead. It went away.
So I've got a question for you, Guy. What happens now? Do you just, like, shit it out, or what?
I don't know.
Is it like having two souls in one body when you eat this?
I don't
Like,
know.
do we have to worry about it possessing you?
Ask me tomorrow.
We need to know if we need to, like, take a pillow and smother you. If we kill Guy, will we kill it again?
If you kill me in my sleep, first I'm going to kill you. Second, if you manage to kill me, I'm going to become a ghost, and then I'm going to kill you. And if you happen to be a ghost, I'm going to kill you.
Wait,
Pause.
you'll smother me or eat?
Pause. Cassidy, what are you doing right this moment?
I kind of just like give them all this like a slow turn and a stare, hearing them argue about this, and I just get up and walk out to the parking garage. And I walk up to Lee, I'm just like, I don't want to talk to them or talk about what happened. Can I sit in your car?
So right now, both of you, specifically Lee and Cassidy, right now you are really frustrated. Like, you're frustrated with Kathleen right now. But you really don't know where that frustration's coming from. But you're frustrated.
You know, I got a better idea. Let's get the hell out of here. I know a good place we can go get drinks.
Ghost bar.
Now, is it an actual drink? Or is it, we're gonna have to fight off a fucking ghost because you decided to go to the only haunted bar in fucking town?
No, as far as I know, I was the only ghost that haunted this bar.
Alright then.
They kind of know me there. It's all good.
Drive away, driver.
I take her to the kickstand.
Carry on my wayward son!
Oh God, where is that cat?
Okay. Cut back to the rec room.
Well, I did say she could choose the music.
You did good, Mary. You did good. You protected the kid. That was the right thing to do. And you, with the claws.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising. I didn't know I could do that.
Very.
All of that was surprising. I didn't know. I wonder what I can do.
I think it is best not to find out. I am told it will poison your soul.
What, just using them?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
do
shit.
feel, Morgan, everybody actually who used a stain and picked up spite from using a stain, you do feel dirty. Like, as in, you can't scrub this away.
Oh yeah.
Is that everyone or just those that use spite?
Those that gained a spite. If
that's
didn't
why
gain any, then you don't feel it.
That's why Guy's been like staring off and acting the way he is.
Is what you literally did was let out your darkest feelings and tapped into them. Back at the kickstand.
I'm gonna go take my seat at the bar.
Okay. You sit down in your chair.
Now here's the question. Have I manifested at the kickstand before?
No. It is ill-advised to manifest in front of people
normal
who
people.
Don't know you're a ghost.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just... Well, if you want a drink, we can... Basically, it's help yourself at this point.
You do notice that it is late. They are calling last call.
Not like they've ever been able to kick me out before.
Do we have to manifest to like actually have a drink though?
Yes. To consume alcohol or to consume anything, you must actually manifest.
Now, the question I have is this one of those Slimer moments where, like, yeah, sure, you're like shoving this stuff in your mouth, but it's really just falling out the bottom?
No. Basically, it'll stay there, and you look like you're a normal human devouring food or drink until you demanifest, in which case it all just pours out of you. Just on the ground.
Oh.
I'm gonna kind of stare.
There, right? That helped, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of stare at the nameplate on the bar stool and the little plaque on the wall, and it's like, yeah, I'll admit this place is kind of nostalgia for me, so I'm gonna kind of stay as I am. But you're welcome to grab a drink. They do a good drink, sir.
Your choices are beer or whiskey.
No, they've got a nice selection of rums and vodkas. This is a motorcycle club.
So remind me again, how much vitality do I have to spend to manifest enough for a drink?
To look human, you're gonna need to at least spend 2. Keep in mind, though, you don't have any money. Granted, if you guys are trying to get pissed, keep in mind that one of the things you really won't, you'll be able to taste the alcohol, but because your physiology isn't working, it won't affect you. Second of all, if you just want to sit, and wait, you can wait until it's closed, and then the bar is yours.
Pretty much. I just wanted to get away from the creepy people that were annoying me at the base.
Oh. I realized that I was so irritated I never refilled my vitality. So I'm going to look even worse when I manifest. Yeah. So I kind of just take the seat next to Lee. You know what? I think I'll just wait until we can get booze for free, because somehow I don't think my current state is going to get me any free drinks bought by anybody for once.
Morgan, you're feeling strangely disappointed. You're not sure why.
Who is?
Morgan, you're feeling strangely disappointed. You're not sure why.
Yeah. No, I understand. I have spent a long time in this establishment, both before and after. I usually do my drinking after hours, mainly because I don't want the owner to have a heart attack.
So you know this place well, I take it?
I kind of look at the little plaque on the wall, just a little. there's actually a little plaque that, newspaper article about my disappearance, a picture of me at the bar, and my name on the back of the seat I'm sitting in.
So I gotta follow your gaze and look at the plaque on the wall. So, based on that, safe to say you didn't die here. You just choose to haunt here.
I don't think so.
I mean,
Still trying to figure that one out.
I pity the bar. That would have been one hell of a mess based on the look of your face.
Thanks.
Wow.
Well, from what I've been able to piece together, I don't think I died here.
Witch's Nimbus
But I know
contained in one comment. God.
Yeah. That was a level 5 Witch's Nimbus. Ouch.
I suppose we're still at the scene where I could blame that on the dagger tongue side effects, can I?
No.
Yeah, nope. But now, according to the police report I was able to find, I was ditched, literally, outside, near here. But now, I spent most of my time here before whatever happened.
So, you were an alcoholic?
And more, this was closest thing to a home. I traveled a lot, went wherever the next thrill was.
Sounds entertaining, I suppose.
Yeah, it was a life. It was fun. Apparently, it was too fun because, yeah, I ended up in a ditch.
Well, apparently this place is a great afterlife spot, too.
Yeah, they found me here and recruited me. I was having a great time messing with the local patrons. They kind of stopped trying to use the jukebox. It chooses its own music, so to speak.
The last
So
of the
you spend
patrons leave, and the bar staff start cleaning up.
Oh, thank God. We can finally have a drink soon.
Somebody who
Yep.
has been involved with the the food entertainment industry, aka Cassidy, yeah, this place would never pass health code.
So, are there going to be glasses that are safe to drink from, or should we just go straight for the bottles and hope to God we don't catch anything?
Yeah, the bottles are usually safer. I'm
You're
not sure
dead.
we can catch anything
I was gonna
anymore.
say, you're dead. You can't catch anything. As far as Orpheus knows.
But yeah, the bottles are kind of self-sanitizing, alcohol. I'd stick to the higher proof stuff if I were you.
Kind of look down at the bar that my arms are resting on, just slowly pull them back off of the counter.
You see as the bar staff is cleaning up, you see one of the bartenders who's been here for a while. You know her, Lee. Her name is Alyssa. We'll go with Alyssa. Alyssa pours a shot of your favorite whiskey and sets it on right in front of your plaque, basically right in front of you, and says, "Good night, Lee."
Like I said, I've been here a while.
I kind of eyeball the shot, eyeball the bartender, side-eye Lee very slowly. So, exactly how much did you make yourself at home here?
Like I said, it pretty much was my home both before and after. Our closest to.
I kind of just make a small little look back away.
Yeah, once they leave, I'll kind of hop the bar. So, what can I make you?
the strongest thing you can think of. Strong enough to kill me.
I think someone beat me to that, but let's see what we can come up with.
We're
Alright, so what?
We're gonna abbreviate this scene. You guys attempt to get drunk and fail. Because the alcohol, while it is tasty, doesn't actually metabolize. And in the interest of speeding things along a little bit, we are going to jump to the next morning.
We're getting ready.
Yes, we are. Matt Collins, thank you for that raid.
Do ghosts need to sleep?
No. But you can... That's basically how you respire essence. Or excuse me, not essence. That's a different game. Respire vitality. Is you basically have moments where you kind of relax and don't do anything other than just kind of sitting and chilling. And that's how you get your willpower
sitting,
back.
chilling, and drinking.
Yeah, that's how you get your willpower back. That's how you get your. That's how to get your vitality back. Is you basically do all of that kind of stuff.
So how much vitality do we gain back at the bar?
You gain back 1. And you gain back 1 willpower as well.
So how do we get rid of spite, or does that always just hang around?
Spite is special. Spite, the way you get rid of spite is you have to basically impress me. You have to do something out of the goodness of your character's heart that's amazing and great and huge and amazing. And therefore, because of that, I'll be like, okay, remove some spite. One of the best ways to do this is to send ghosts to their final reward. To raise ghosts, basically.
Okay.
After your 8 hours of drinking in the bar, and the rest of you, I'm going to dangerously assume that for the rest of you, you kind of keep working at Orpheus / sleep. So you're kind of truncating this a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. It is the next morning. Our 2 ghosts, do you guys come home?
Eventually. Figure we'll come home sometime in the morning.
Okay. Cassidy, I saw that look.
Unless Cassidy has other plans.
That whole, I guess, look on Dahlia's face. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When morning comes around about 8 o'clock, when people are normally getting to work, you see Mary Kathleen. You see Kate. She comes to you and says, I'm going to need to see your crucible in the briefing room.
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure to bring it up.
Cassidy, what time do we want to get back?
Okay.
Do we really have to go back?
Nope, that's the wrong song. That's the song.
I guess we have to eventually. The question is, do we want to get back before or after 8? Actually, that'd be a good question. How long does it take us to drive to the bar and back?
Oh, it's not long. It's about well, not long. It's based off of travel time with you, because you're in their ghost car. It's probably about an hour.
So, how long did our exploits at the orphanage take?
you guys were there less than an hour. Like, you guys were not there for very long.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't be getting back till probably 9 or 10 in the morning since we spent, 8 hours drinking.
Okay.
We'll go with 10.
Okay. Kate has however, asked Mary Kathleen to gather the crucible in the briefing room.
Yep.
I will try my damnedest. I will go find the living ones to inform them. I don't know where the undead ones are.
No, they're not undead. They're dead.
I don't know where
Very
the dead
dead.
ones are. I don't know where the very dead ones are.
Don't know where the very dead ones are.
Oh, well, now I feel insulted. Very dead. Jesus.
I'm just going with Warfox here.
Re-dead.
Wasn't that a...
I don't know. After being late to this briefing, we might be very dead.
Oh,
You're
really?
late.
Because up until this point, I just felt kind of dead.
As in the late Mr. Lee Blaylock.
Wouldn't it at this point be the late Mr.
Yeah, he's planning on taking over Conan O'Brien after this.
I was gonna say, it's the Late Show with Lee Blaylock.
So I will go wake up Morgan and grab a new can of air freshener and wake up Guy.
Yeah. Coffee would do better. If you want to wake me up, just bring me coffee.
Oh, okay. I will retrieve one of my Red Bulls.
Okay.
Ah, yes, this is the drugs you were talking about. Fantastic.
It's not a drug.
Just shotguns it.
I don't.
Lee produces Guy produces a pin from somewhere, stabs the side of it, shotguns the Red Bull.
Like the can just collapses in on itself.
I don't think you're supposed to. Okay. Kate wants to meet with us in the boarding room. Have you seen our other Crucible members?
No. Coffee. That was great, but I need coffee. And I start heading out and just find the rec room or somewhere that I can get coffee. There's got to be a coffee machine somewhere nearby.
So the rec room smells of Folgers and Starbucks. It is straight up. Agents are coming in for their work day, so therefore barrels of coffee are being made.
Oh, yes. Sweet, liquid black. Coffee.
Sweet liquid black. Alright, we're doing that.
I grab a can of Rockstar and I grab a cup of coffee. And I find out what happens when you mix the two.
Well, here's what you do. You actually, instead of using water in the coffee cup, you use Rockstar.
They make caffeinated water. I have made coffee with caffeinated water.
So I need someone who actually can have caffeine to tell me how bad this gets, because I'm allergic. I can't have this.
It tastes like urine, and you can see space and time.
It's like when Fry hit the 300 cups of coffee, right?
Yeah, everything just stops.
Okay, so you've managed to find Morgan and Guy. What else are you doing, Mary Kathleen?
I'm sitting at the rec room, I'm going around everywhere. I'm okay, I have access to this place, looking for Cassidy and Lee.
Does she realize the car is gone?
I don't know.
After going through the rec room and they're not there, looking at the usual computer Cassidy's on, I go out to the garage. And I'm assuming I do not see the car.
You do not see the car.
I wait. I go inside and get another mug, 2 mugs of coffee because, I don't know, maybe ghosts like coffee too in the morning. And I wait.
We really need a way to communicate.
Alright, so you wait until 10 when they finally show up.
Oh, no, after like 20 minutes, I go, and I don't think I got any way of contacting Kate.
Well, she told you where to find her.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't have her phone number to text her, like, hey, I'm waiting for blah.
Oh, no, she gave you her phone number. Like, you got her number.
I text Kate and let her know, I am waiting for Lee and Cassidy. I guess they went off to, do ghost things? ?
Greater than, open parenthesis.
Sorry.
I'm waiting for people to type that to figure out what that was.
It took me about a second.
Just you get a text back that says, just when they show up, make sure they don't leave. We need to talk to the Crucible. Your first briefing as a Crucible will happen today.
Smiley face?
No response.
And then I sit there in the parking lot with 2 mugs of coffee and wait for them.
Okay. At around 10 o'clock, the car shows up.
The coffee is no longer warm, I'm assuming.
No. Unless you
It's dead coffee. Does that mean we can drink it?
No.
It is an ex-coffee!
It has run down the curtain and joined the choir invisible.
As the car pulls in, I kind of see Kathleen like waiting there with the coffee, and I just audibly am like, oh, and I like slide down in the seat to hide.
With the saddest kicked puppy dog look, though. She's been waiting here for like 2 hours for you guys.
You're feeling really sad. Like,
of course Keith's feeling really sad. He ate a small child.
You just... Okay.
You have an upset stomach. You ate an eel.
Out of context quotes for the night. Of course Guy is sad. He ate a small child.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine he's sitting in whatever briefing room. There's a cup of coffee that's about half drank and long-term cold, and he's just smoking a cigarette and dropping ash into it. Like, just staring off into nothing, like he has been since yesterday.
As we pull up and I see the kick puppy dog looking, like, well, apparently we missed something. Meh, fuck it.
Alright, you show up, you see Kathleen, what do you do?
Pull in, park the car, get out. It's like, well, I guess we should figure out what the hell the kid wants.
God damn it. Fine.
I know.
I like look at her face, and I look down at the coffee that has no steam coming out of it anymore. Oh god, I can already see this is gonna be fun.
As I get out, yeah. What's up?
Kate wanted to meet us
Okay.
in the rec room.
Ooh,
At
good
8.
question.
Briefing room.
Who has the paperwork?
Good question. Who does have the paperwork?
Did they print the paperwork?
They didn't.
We saved it to the computer.
It's on the computer. Okay.
But did Dahlia, or did Kathleen Cassidy accidentally delete it to write more fanfic?
I was
Nope,
at the
because
bar.
she's yawn.
See, I was at the bar. That's my excuse.
It's like, well,
I did
I
it.
guess
No,
fine.
you guys wanted this, so I got you some. Looks down at the coffee.
I'm still
I
really.
think we had enough to drink for the moment. Yeah, let's go see what Crazy Lady wants.
Okay.
I'm still like a little annoyed with Kathleen for some reason, right?
No, you're not feeling that emotion anymore.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You
What I was gonna say.
You are not feeling any emotion other than your own right now.
Wait, hang on. Eben.
Yes.
This is a meta question, but there are important reasons for asking it.
Yes.
Am I being supernaturally influenced?
No. Well.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it a power or a supernatural effect?
It is a supernatural effect.
I do have like things that make it harder for that to happen.
Yes. There's a reason you're not. There's a reason I'm not making you roll this stuff.
Fantastic. Got it. Just want to make sure.
So you guys head inside.
I go and I get a giant cup of ice and I dump the cold coffee in the giant cup of ice.
Okay.
I'm currently asleep in one of the chairs in the meeting room.
And put it down right in front of Morgan when I get in the morning room.
Sorry, that was it. Switched over to a different song.
And go sit in the meeting room.
Oh.
That was not an actual song. That was background noise that no longer applies. Sorry. So you end up. I assume you all end up in the briefing room.
Just a little late.
Kate is not here.
Fashionably late.
Party doesn't start till the spooks walk in.
Kate is not here. It is just the five of you. After about 5 minutes of waiting, the door opens, and Mitchner hobbles in. Sorry, Kate asked me to sub for her because, well, her crucible has her own work. And he is carrying multiple file folders. So, drops them with a large thump on the table. Tell me about last night.
I just turn and look at Guy.
Sir, I typed up, oh, I forgot to print it, but we typed up a thing for this.
Am I awake yet?
I'm sure the slamming...
Are you awake yet? Did
anybody wake me up?
Did the thud wake you up?
I woke you up. Or at least out of the bunk to get you to the boardroom. I don't know if you fell asleep in the boardroom.
I did. I fell asleep in the boardroom again. Does anybody wake me up?
No, but when you wake up, there will be a tall glass of iced coffee for you.
She means that we made an after-action review. It hasn't been printed up, but it's saved on the file server.
Alright, what's the name of it? Like, what did you save it under?
I look at Mary Kathleen.
Incident at St. Mary's Orphanage.
Alright. So, I will read that, but I want your own words. What happened?
He ate a thing.
What?
I think I'll wake up now.
I just turn and look at her like she just shat the bed.
I just look at Guy. Did it really taste that bad?
There was a possible low class of specter at St. Mary's Orphanage, and we took care of the incident, and the ghost is no longer a problem.
What did it
Did I say that right, Guy?
Yeah, it's
You
close
old
enough.
kid.
Yeah, until Guy vomits.
Just
What did it
surrounded
look
by-
like before or after this snack?
It was a creepy eel-looking thing.
It looked like a small child and but with like eel characteristics.
Large
Black
black
and
eyes.
emaciated?
Yeah, large black eyes, rubbery skin, kind of an eel mouth.
Alright, what you found...
I don't remember emaciated.
What you found... Of course you don't remember emaciated, you ate it. What you found is colloquially referred to as a lost boy.
Like Never Neverland?
Yes, actually, that's where they got their name.
I guess that's better than a vampire?
Why are they named that?
Because they'll never grow up. Lost boys are specters of children who died in some form of deprivation.
Oh, great. He ate a chick. God. Ew.
And probably still has the emotional and mental mindset of a child?
Yes. Typically,
Target
imagine
other children?
sometimes they do. Imagine a ghost, or excuse me, imagine a child. Imagine a child that wanted to get revenge, but only knew how to get revenge in a child's way.
By making all of its friends jump to death.
Which explains what was going on. This was originally my personal position.
Sorry.
We noticed when we drove by, just kind of see what was going on. A small child who was about to jump to his death.
Makes sense. According to the dossiers that we had found, the reason why it came to our attention was because several children had committed suicide on the location.
Several?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the kid said.
And how many child suicides does it take before we send someone in ahead of this?
We're not the city. We're not the government.
It's a business, not a public service.
The people die every day.
Sure.
Look,
Yeah, but children don't commit suicide every day. That's gotta immediately scream that something's weird.
not if we don't know about it.
We don't know the situation. They could have not been reporting it. It could have been reported as accidental deaths. Like,
The reason
people suck.
The reason why Sinclair went in to try and investigate it is because we found is certain people heard some strange rumblings. Sinclair went in to investigate, found that there was a presence of specters. We were going to go in and fumigate the place. You guys already did. Good news is we got paid for it up front.
Specters is plural.
Well, there is reason to believe that specters don't act alone. But we're not going to reprimand you. You did the job. You did it inconveniently, but you did the job. Yes, Mary Kathleen.
What about the other dead kids? Are they now specters? Are they now like us? Did they move on to their better place?
Most children don't linger. They're not around long enough to develop ties and tethers. Most children. Sometimes
So
they do.
specifically, what happened to those kids?
To Lost Boys?
No. The ones that
The
were
victims.
there.
The
The
victims.
victims, yes.
We don't know. Something happened, they died, committed suicide. Maybe the specter was influencing them, maybe not.
Yes, it was.
It was?
I was in the child's head for a little bit.
You're a skin writer, right? You were puppeteering?
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It was the safest way to get him off of the ledge.
Good job. Like I said, we're not reprimanding you. Just, in the future, if you want to go off and do a thing, let somebody know what you're doing and where you're going.
Yes.
9 times out of 10,
wasn't,
we're
but
not going to
yes.
say... 9 times out of 10, we're not going to say no. But what had happened if none of you came back?
On that note,
We wouldn't be here to hear a lecture?
phones? Do we get issued phones, or?
I can pull some strings, get the living ones some phones. The
That would
dead
be,
can't really carry
great.
cell phones, unfortunately.
That brings up an interesting question. And surely you have a similar problem solution in your own crucible.
Yeah.
If the live ones and the dead ones go off different places, or the ones manifesting go off with the ones who are still in their bodies. How do you get in contact with one another?
Typically, for my crucible, we have a rule, which is if you're one of the dead people, you stay with one of the live people.
Ah, yes. So simple.
So you buddy system it.
In this kind of world, pretty much.
Joy. Whoopee.
Like I said, I'm not here to lecture you. He begins picking up the file folders and begins putting them in front of each one of you, including the dead people. I'm not here to lecture you. I'm here to give you your next assignment. Congratulations. You're no longer on probation. You're no longer tethered to the site. You are now fully and totally Orpheus agents. Empowered as Orpheus agents. And may God have mercy on your souls.
Why would they
That's
start?
where we end the session.
Like it, love it.
Hell of a pep talk right there.
All right.
Awe-inspiring.
So, you guys have fun tonight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here's the part that every player loves.
That was the feels roller coaster I was hoping for.
Only because you ate a baby.
Well, then felt terrible about it, and then got to play all sorts of like wonderful emotional games about it.
Right.
I was just amused by the absolute care in keeping certain things out of the report, but not everybody being on the same
I loved it. Don't tell him about that. Don't tell him about that. Don't tell him about that. The first thing that happens in debriefing is, well, Guy ate a baby.
Well, let's get it right. Let's
Please tell
be
me I'm
absolutely
not-
correct. Guy ate a specter baby.
Yeah.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who's sitting here thinking like, I want my baby back, baby.
Yeah.
back,
Yeah.
baby.
Get in my belly.
I kind of want to know what's fucking with everyone's emotions.
Good question. You'll find out
Uh-huh.
eventually.
Maybe it's the baby he's digesting.
Crow knows exactly what I'm foreshadowing.
I'm like a little
Yeah.
disappointed I didn't talk
Yeah.
more during that combat, because that tongue thing has a fun side effect.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, guys. So, everybody showed up. Therefore, everybody gets 1 experience point. Let's see. Next step. Bravery XP. Everybody participated in combat, so they get bravery XP. Everybody gets 1. Good role-playing XP. Everybody is going to get 1 for this one. It's because you have tongues on the brain, Rose. Nominations for good role-playing. I'm impressed with all of you tonight. I'm going to nominate all of you guys for another role-playing XP because you guys did damn well. Like, you guys were great tonight.
Yeah, I liked this session. There was a lot of like inter-crucible drama. There was some line drawing. There was some, yeah, it was good.
It was
I
good.
kind of liked the moment of like Lee's death and everything getting brought up. Like the death reveal.
That was a damn good scene. Like, you guys did good on that. Finally, we're gonna do something we didn't do last time because I forgot. This is called Learning XP. We're going around to the table, and you're going to tell me what your character learned this session. Not factual. What truth did they learn this session? And it could be wrong. It could be horribly wrong. So we're going to start with Crow. Crow. And everybody say it with me. Crow, what did you learn? Or should we say, what did ye learn?
That eels taste bad.
I've had eel before. It's actually pretty
Guy
good.
learned that he
It is.
can't trust parts of his crucible. That they have their own agendas, and that he's going to have to watch out for those people and potentially kill them if they really kind of act against the group.
Okay. That's fair. Next, Mary Kathleen, what did you learn?
Mary Kathleen learned that not everyone here is her friend. Some of these people are fucking monsters. And when it comes down to it, the only person who's going to keep her alive in the grand scheme of things is her. These people would be okay with her dying if it meant, you know, they get a chuckle out of it sometimes.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, damn.
I mean, it's wrong, but it's great.
Cassidy, what did you learn?
Come on, be brutal. Be brutal. Hate.
Use that tongue.
I was just about to say I learned some epic
Phrasing?
tongue skills. No, I think my character kind of learned Orpheus's feelings towards jobs and is a little bitter about it.
Okay. Morgan, what did you learn?
Right now, I'm probably feeling a little disappointed with Orpheus, especially with, you know, the orphan's deaths and not knowing anything. Kind of scared because, you know, we can manifest our stains, and it's just like the darker side of ourselves comes forward, and, you know, what all is going to come out.
That's fair. You'll get one for that. That's actually really good.
That's a great one.
Yeah, Orpheus does not know as much as it thinks it knows.
And
And
probably a little disappointed in herself for not being able to, you know, defend the Crucible more when we were attacked.
that's fair. Lee Blaylock, what did you learn?
Well, that Google Maps is not time estimate for ghost cars. That
That's
Orpheus has kind of a skewed perspective on everything, not just the orphan job, but their kind of reaction to dead radio and the lack of people wanting answers. Just kind of how laid back everyone is about it. Not all ghosts are friendly, because everyone up until to this point, even the combat guys, have been fairly decent guys. There's a darker side out there, and that even people that he thought were, you know, friends, ghosts, comrades, can be absolute monsters. And is kind of confused and not sure who to trust. One of the reasons he went back to his personal haunt was to kind of get grounded again.
That's fair. All right.
I have also found out that I got shot in the head.
This is also good learning. I have a hole in my head.
Yep. First time I found out.
Yep. All right. So everybody gets their learning XP on that. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, all my players, and our marvelous stream, our marvelous chat. You guys have been great. Great. Thanks for keeping the energy up. Thanks for keeping everything going. I hope that you guys will come back and see us again. We will be resuming with episode 3 next Monday. It will be all kinds of awesome. So I hope to see you guys there. Yes, I love streams like this. They're all really cool. My name is Evan Blade of Revan, and like I said, I'm a Twitch streamer here. My next stream is scheduled for Monday. I may do some other small streams between then and there. I'm going to try and get back into the rhythm of it if I can actually get some sleep. Let's go ahead and start at the bottom. Warfox. Reintroduce yourself.
Yeah, that sleep deprivation thing. I'm Morphox. I play Lee Blaylock. I can be found on Eben's stream for this game, as well as Sergeant Charon's stream for his 40k game.
Awesome. Iredell?
I'm Iredell Bastion, and I play Morgan.
Awesome. Let's see. Dahlia.
I'm BlackDahlia42 playing Cassidy. You can find me here on Twitch 5 nights a week playing spoopy stuff.
Spoopy things. Skittish.
I'm Skittish Cat. I play Mary Kathleen O'Brien, and you can find me nowhere.
Nowhere. And finally, Crow.
Hi, I'm Grinning Crow. I play Guy Bernard. You can find me on Evan's stream. I also occasionally stream, but it's been a while. And you'll find me just kind of floating around between other people's streams. If you see me, feel free to message me and say hi.
Awesome. Thank you guys again for showing up. Thank you to my wonderful players for their marvelous roleplay tonight, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon.